What's up, everybody? I went to bed like 2 hours ago. I can't believe I'm even up here. Yeah, Azinga's looking good so far, man. Nice tight defense. Martin Ward's trying to chip away. Oh, brilliant left hand there, Azinga Fuzile. Wow. What? I can't believe Ward's corner really just celebrated that half shot. I mean, I suppose he's trying to get on the judges' scorecards. Oh, my word. Yeah, nice. Looking very composed early in this fight as Azinga Fuzile. He still has to get into the groove. I don't know, man. Like, Martin Ward, slick, but like, Fuzile for me is the more slick boxer from even these first 2 rounds that we've been observing, you know? Sure. Oh, what's up, everybody? Oh. He missed the uppercut, but then landed the left hook. Interesting. And then missed the overhand left. It's a little bit overzealous there. It was Azinga. Yeah, but it was definitely his round 2 in the books. Yeah, man. Jeez. Literally 2 hours ago waking up, man. This is harsh. I'm seeing his style. He's like stepping up nicely. It's very hard to hit Azinga Fuzile. Martin Ward landing that right hook to the body. We're in round number 3 at the moment. Let's have a look. Yeah, a little bit of background on Azinga Fuzile. Obviously, he had left his trainer chief, came up to Johannesburg, and now he's back down to the Eastern Cape again with his trainer. And yeah, nice. Man, Ward's a difficult fighter to watch, man. Like, I mean, he is like tricky in his own rights, but I mean, like, I can see how he's struggling with the Azinga Fuzile and just being nippy. Ward's got Fuzile pinned up against the ropes, but not really doing much. He's like delivering hooks, shots. He's trying to create the angle. He's trying to create. Thank you very much for the like. Man, look at that. Nice, clean, crisp jab landed there by Azinga Fuzile. Yeah, I was expecting a lot. This Martin Ward was talking up at the weigh-in, and now he's bouncing and running away. I was expecting the man to come out with some fire. This is like a stalemate so far. Like, they're standing in the middle of the ring and dancing around. It's interesting to see. It's interesting to see like how long they can keep up this for, because like it's kind of boring. Like, in a way, it's not good television. And I know like Eddie is obviously the promoter, and he likes exciting fights, much like many promoters don't just like results. They want to see like fans getting entertained at home, because obviously like DAZN's got to make sure they manage their subscriptions and so forth. Yeah, it's not much drought. The round 3 has been kind of boring round. I won't lie to you. Like the guys are standing in the middle of the ring, like they're poking around, twitching. No one's landed like a significant punch. There's been efforts. I think like maybe you want to shape this round to Martin Ward. maybe you'd shave that around to Martin Wood. There wasn't really much going on, but he did land like one or two little inside punches, twitched a little bit. Again, nothing spectacular, but he did enough to win that round, I think. Interesting. Coach says don't walk into Fuzile's backhand. Obviously, he's like waiting for him on the back foot. Yeah. Martin Ward. What do I make of him after 3 rounds? I mean, he's good. There's no ways he would be at this stage of his career if he wasn't good. I just think, like, from looking at like Fuzile, I still maintain that Fuzile is the better fighter. I mean, anything could happen. Anything could happen from this point onwards. But I just still feel like Azinga is just far more composed, man. Like, he's not forcing it. I think so at times looks like Ward's forcing it. But anyway, round number 4 underway. Let's have a look. Well, the commentators have it 2. I missed round 1, of course. Like, I walked in a bit late, but the commentators say it's 2 rounds to 1 to Ward. Okay, obviously that means that Fuzile must have lost the first round. I definitely had Fuzile winning round 2, and then Martin Ward winning the last round. Yeah, man. Oh! It's a knockdown. He touched the canvas, Martin Ward. Little check hook there from Fuzile. Martin Ward doing a little bit of a zab judo Floyd Mayweather there. Wow. So a knockdown will be scored for Azinga Fuzile in round number 4. Beautiful stuff there. Not again. I mean, Ward pushing the pace now because Fuzile, you see that counts as a good. So Fuzile, like, he used to have the style like under Chief when he first started off, and it's like where he'd like make guys pay, but he wouldn't really deliver. He's definitely built up a lot of power over the years as he's filled out the golden boy. Oh, brilliant work there for Zingas. He's setting up punches now. He's like going, he's keeping Ward at bay. Like, Ward is now tentative after being dropped in the beginning of this round. He's still coming. I don't think he was hurt too much, but I still think that like the sheer shock of being knocked down obviously got to him. Watching that movement of Azinga, that was too beautiful. Like, he played with Martin Ward in that instance. My goodness. Yeah, there's times there that how's it, everybody that is online? There is times that like Martin Ward has success, but like for the most of it, Azinga Fusile is very awkward. And for those that have been missing the proceedings so far, Azinga Fusile managed to get a knockdown on Martin Ward at the beginning of round number 4, which we are in now. And yeah, for everyone that's online, dude, I like literally woke up. I had 2 hours of sleep, and I'm like, I gotta get to this fight. And I was like, yeah, have to get up. The alarm went off. I was like, should I get the coffee? Should I not get the coffee? I can't miss Azinga Fuzile in my country, man. So like, I was like, yeah. And there's the knockdown over there. Don't worry, I'm gonna warm into the evening. I mean, as I said, like 2 hours of sleep ain't a joke, and I got to stay up for the whole thing. So like, yeah, I will try my best to be the enthusiast. I actually have a coffee machine right there, but I can't get up. I can't get up during this fight. Like, there's just too much going on. Never gonna happen. Thanks for those that are smashing that like button. I really do appreciate the love and support. All right, round number 5 underway now, and things are looking a little bit better for Azinga Fuzile. Obviously, the commentary team scoring at 2-1 after 3 rounds, and then obviously in round 4, Azinga Fuzile getting the knockdown, which would obviously put him up on the scorecards by 1 point. Yeah, I was pretty right. As I said, I came in. I did miss the first round, but I mean, from round 2, my scoring's been pretty accurate according to. We got this. I got the same as the commentators. Zinga temporarily in a little bit of trouble there. Martin Ward obviously backing him up onto the ropes. Nice little stiff jab there from Zinga Fuzile as he gets in. But again, he's got to get Martin Ward more engaged as he is now. He's got to get the attention of Ward, and he's got to keep delivering on the front because Ward will at this point know now that he's a little bit behind on the scorecards. I know it is only round 5, but I mean, against a fighter like Fusile, who's just going to come on stronger. Good left hook to the body there from Azinga Fusile. He's just his attention to detail as the rounds go up is, I mean, like any natural championship fighter goes up. Round number 5 now. Nice little work there. I think again going to that body, doing the work on Martin Ward there. Yeah, the defensive work of Azinga, Martin's not hitting him this round. Like he's deflecting the punches because he got that shoulder roll. Fuzile, he's able to be elusive, get away from those punches. Let's have a look and see what happens here. Okay, that was good work there. Ward read that one a little bit better. As Azinga's coming in, he popped off, and then Ward popped over the right hand. Looked like he almost timed him on that one. They've been obviously working on that in training. But yeah, he didn't show that last round where he got in a bit of trouble. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's more like it. Sorry, that's more like it from Azinga. I know I needed to like let a little bit more information there. So for the most of it, I mean, round 5, I mean, Martin Ward trying to get on the inside. He's kind of wrapping around on the angle. I know his mate Conor Ben is watching quite intently. If you look at the crowd, he wants to see what's and see if obviously there's a big opportunity for Martin Ward to get an eliminator. Obviously, Azinga Fuzile has been on the stage before. He knows what it's about. Good body work there. Brilliant. Is that all? Was that a low blow? Looks like a little bit low. Azinga Fuzile catching Martin Ward just under the belt. It seems Martin Ward seems okay to continue almost straight away. Oh well, never mind. He's taking his time to recover. He's got some time to recover if need be. Just catching his breath maybe. He now reckons he's okay, and there's 10 seconds left in this round. Brilliant left hand there. Oh, brilliant! Both guys are just exchanging. Finally, the fight livens up a little bit there. Really, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. So, I mean, that again is a close round, but I'd lean to Azinga for round number 5 that time because he's just pushing the action this time and he's landing those big shots. Just want to hear what obviously like corner instructions are because that was intense. That was really intense. Let's see. Where's the low blow? Is it? Oh, yeah, that is a low blow. Nah, fair play. That's a low blow. Wardy took a shot there. Martin Ward took a nice shot under the belt there. But yeah, let's have a look at some of those highlights. There you go. Martin Ward and then Azinga Fuzile had, yeah, they're going. You know, at least the guys are making it a fight. Like, I know sometimes guys just get warmed into fights and then like kind of like, you know, it never just becomes a fight. This has now become a fight. And we are now into round number 6. Martin Ward, Azinga Fuzile, IBF world title eliminator in the super featherweight division. Let's have a look here. Yeah. So Azinga, obviously, his stance is like quite wide. So it's very hard because he's got like a springboard action style. And Martin Ward, I think, has struggled to an element to read Fuzile so far. Like Fuzile, I mean, he's not easy to fight. I mean, let's be honest, that style is very, very difficult to even hit in the first place. So the fact that Ward has been able to to be in this fight very competitive is actually like quite surprising to me. Just knowing how good Azinga is. Yeah, that's the thing is like that's the other thing is right. So like Fuzile started both Fuzile and Ward started opening up the end of last round, but like to whose detriment is that? Is that like because Fuzile obviously you want to bring him into an exchange, that's probably the best opportunity you had, like how like kind of Rocky Mob would have fought him. But again, like from a fan point of view, like we don't want to see a fight that's like just fought on the outside. We want to see the effective counters from both guys, you know. Just want to see clean boxing, like connection. Good left hand there from Azinga Fuzile. Brilliant left hand there. Good counter left there. Fuzile landed a big shot there. Ward is backing up now. He knows the power that Azinga possesses is real. Ward wanted to hold there, and Fuzile managed to push him off there, managed to get some work now. See, that's the thing, is like he's got power, and people don't like look at it like that. They don't just think he's slick, you know, he's elusive, because he doesn't throw punches and bunches, you know, Azinga Fuzile, that is. He has the power to sting opponents. Good body work there. And Martin Ward's struggling this round. I can see like the rounds are getting a little bit tough as it goes on. And Fuzile's kind of walking. Well, this is what happened in the Rakimov fight, though, where Fuzile completely took Rakimov apart, and then unfortunately, like didn't concentrate and got his light switched off. So he's got to be careful in his own instance. Yeah, man, this is. Yep, he's got to still be careful as this thing. I mean, obviously he's winning this round. He landed the big shot, but just concentrate. Just concentrate, and you know, Martin Ward obviously respects him a lot more now because, I mean, look at what's happening. The fight is slowly turning. Ward started off very well up until the knockdown, and as soon as Ward got knocked down, he's had a couple of like nervy moments, and he's been caught with one or two big straight left hands. I mean, that's the punch that's predominantly been landed. So yeah, Azinga Fuzile has won that round. Showing Conor Ben on the screen right now. He was obviously supporting his mate Martin J. Ward. Guys, if you're online, please smash that like button. It would be appreciated. Thank you so much. Watching Azinga Fuzile against Martin Ward at the moment. Fight that I've been looking forward to for months now, and it's happening. So yeah, round 6 underway so far. Azinga Fuzile knocking down Martin Ward in round number 4, maintaining the fight since then. I thought up until that point, Martin Ward had taken some of the earlier rounds. Definitely there's a good left hand there. Definitely two rounds to 1 up, and then kind of in round 4 with Azinga Fuzile getting the knockdown, and I think winning round 5 and 6. I think he'll be comfortably ahead on the scorecards at this stage with Azinga Fuzile against Martin Ward. Although Martin Ward, in round 5, I mean, there were moments, but I still don't think he did enough. But anyway, round 6 was definitely Fuzile. And yeah, round 7 underway. Let's see what happens in this round. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, he was nearly dropped in the 6th with Martin Ward. You know, it's just that well-timed left hand when he's coming in. I mean, Fuzile is obviously adapting, you know, and measuring his opponents at this stage. Whoa. And good stuff there. This is the part of the fight where like Martin Ward's gotta, you see, he's just walked into another right hook there. He's gotta do a little bit better than that as Martin Ward, because like he's now had 7 rounds to observe Azinga Fuzile's wide stance, his movement, his straight left hand, his snappy counters, but maybe like a little bit of fatigue. I know the like championship level fighters are, you know, quite geared up and quite fit and ready, but like, yeah, Azinga's. I mean, the commentators have it like Azinga 1 point up. I have him 2 points up. Again, nice little check right hook there from Azinga Fuzile. As Ward steps in, I mean, he's just countering him. He's effectively, he can box like this now because like it's established that he got the knockdown. Oh, what happened there? Something happened then. Ward just started limping, but like he's back up and good now. I think Azinga stepped on his foot. Not too sure about that, but anyway, like back to action again in round number 7, halfway through round number 7. Yeah. Yeah, like I wonder what that would. I just wonder what that limp was. I mean, you can't be from someone standing on your foot, right? Like, there's no studs on the boots or anything like that. Like, the boots are flat, man. Like, can't be, man. So, like, Martin Ward and Fuzile, 1 minute left in round number 7. Fuzile, like, kind of stalking Ward now because, like, Ward, oh, good uppercut, right uppercut, Azinga Fuzile. Like, Ward is feeling the pressure now. Something is not right with Ward, though. He looks hurt, man. Like, he does look hurt. I don't know what it is, but, like, it's hard to establish because he was limping. He's cut now, actually, above the left eye. Yeah. Oh, brilliant right hook. Azinga Fuzile drops Ward in round number 7. Brilliant right hook there. Stepped right into that, did Martin Ward. This is a level fight, man. This is a level fight. This man, Azinga Fuzile, is no joke, man. He's no joke. Martin Ward's going to get another opportunity. The corner's thrown in the towel. Azinga Fuzile captures the title. What a way to go about your business. Fuzile wins by stoppage. Well done, Azinga Fuzile. The golden boy gets the victory over Martin Ward by stoppage. What a right hook. No, can't show the image, my man, because that's copyright. I don't want to be sued for copyright, but I can't read showing an image. But anyway, Azinga Fuzile by right hook. Well done, my man. That's it. That's how it's done, man. Las Vegas, Nevada has just seen Azinga Fuzile. There we go. And I'm just replying to some people because Azinga Fuzile is on another level, man. That's why he got an opportunity at the IBF Eliminator again, and that's why he was entrusted to beat a guy like Martin Ward. So, like, respect, man. Respect to Azinga going all the way to Las Vegas, all the adversities he had to face, and he did the job, man. What a win. What a win, man. I've got to, like, post about, like, Azinga right now because, like, I'm super proud of him, man. Like, that's exactly what we wanted to see from our South African star. That's what we knew him to be capable of. To be honest, like we all know, and now we see. Like, I mean, abroad, like we've seen it like on the local level, but we always wanted to see him shining on the international stage. So, like, when is Devin? Devin's fighting in like, man, I think in a couple of hours' time. I think this fight came very early in the night. Yeah, man. Obviously, like, Ward very disappointed, but like that is what it is. Like, Golden Boy has to go on, and now Golden Boy either faces Rakimov or Ogawa, the winner of that fight. So whoever wins the world title between those fights, Azinga Fuzile gets the first crack at, and wow, can't wait for that. I wonder if they're going to interview him now and see what he has to say. Ward's got a problem with his knee. It looks like he got the ice pack on the knee. Obviously did something to the knee with the angles that Azinga had. Maybe it'll be interesting to know the exact point in where he actually injured his knee. Let's see. And I doubt they'd have pictures now, would they? I doubt they'd have pictures now of the fights. Can't upload on the fly, can they? Ah, man, I doubt it. Yeah. Well done to Mr. Fuzile, man, on that win. Man, I want to hear a post-fight interview. So if there's a post-fight interview, I will bump up the volume, obviously. Oh, it looks like he got injured right there, but like, no, not a fight-ending injury. I mean, that's a little twist. Not much, but like, yeah. Maybe he had something coming into the fight. He had a bit of an injury coming into the fights and played up there because like that particular tweak wasn't enough to end a fight. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, that right hook, I think, decided it for the coaches. After Fuzile landed that right hook, the corner was like, nah, because he landed the right hook. Ward dropped. Second time Ward had been down in the fights. So like, yeah. But that's the thing, man. Like we had said going into this fight, like everyone I'd spoken to, I'd said like it doesn't matter, like if Azinga like even went overseas with like Mickey Mouse in his corner, man. It didn't even matter. Like didn't even matter. Like it could have been any cast of the Disney crew. Like he was winning this fight. Just gets his level, you know. And the fact that his coach was there, it elevated his game. But like I mean, like if you look at class alone, Azinga Fuzile is like was going to win this fight. This was the warm up fight for something special, and I think that he had been at the ring for like 2 years. So let's listen to what's. Let me bump up that volume.
By TKO, the official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes and 45 seconds of round number 7. Azinga, Golden Boy.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't use the leg as an excuse for. Well, I mean that's his. That'll be his choice to use that as an excuse, but I don't think it's the case, man. We put volume 2 right now. So like, if Ward uses it as an excuse, I'd be very disappointed because like he's not as good as Fuzile, and let's just make it honest, man. Like Fuzile is obviously a different level of fighter compared to Martin Ward, man. All right, let's listen to this interview, guys. I'm just gonna keep quiet for a little bit.
Promise a big performance in this one. You delivered it. Was this the fight you were looking for?
Yeah, I was looking for a knockout. Actually, even if it was 12 rounds, I was gonna win. You know, I didn't disappoint. You know, I've said before in the interview that I've got all the tools to beat this guy. I think it's not me alone. Chief helped me very much. You know, I'm nothing without him. I can see. So yeah, let's give credit to Chief. Yeah. So the fight was good. It was a very good performance. Even the guy is not a great boxer. You know. Yeah.
This seemed like something of a chess match through the first 3 rounds. Then you caught him with that big punch in the 4th. How long did it take you to figure him out?
You know, this was a strategy. You know, in the gym. You know, we knew what we were doing. You know, and
there was that goof.
We check the hook. You know, we practiced that.
Wow.
After he shot, let's come in with the hook. Yeah, it worked very well. You know, like we are impressed as a team.
It looked like in that 7th round, before you finished it, Ward had some kind of leg injury when he was reaching towards you. Did you notice that? And did that change how you fought?
Yeah, and I've noticed that. You know, his left leg. You know, so I told myself, let me go to him and finish him out. Yeah.
You talked about your relationship with Chief back together after a few years off. What does this relationship mean?
Big time news in South Africa, obviously.
A better fighter?
Yeah. As I said before, without Chief, nothing, you know, in boxing. Chief, with him since I was 10 years, you know, until now, we're gonna take a world title together and we move forward for a very long time until I retire.
You are now in line for a shot at the 130-pound world championship. Who has that belt will be decided later on this year. Are you hoping it's Rakhimov to get another shot at him?
Yeah. I so wish Rakhimov can win the fight. We have unfinished business, you know, and this I was sending a message. I'm coming strong. Even if he lost, even Okawa, if he wins, wherever, I'm ready.
Congratulations, Azinga.
Thank you very much.
Guys.
Well, there we go. There we have it. Azinga Fuzile speaking to Chris Mannix after his win, straight after the fight. So big performance from him. 7th round TKO performance. IBF super featherweight eliminator. So obviously big news from South Africa is that he wins the fights and he goes on now to contest the winner between Ogawa and Rakhimov for the actual. They're fighting for the actual IBF title. This was the official eliminator. And yeah, let's talk about the validity of it. I mean, Tank versus Fusile. Actually, you know, Javante Davis has actually moved up to junior welterweight, super lightweight. So he's moved up quite a bit, man. Like, yeah, I think it's far off that. But Azinga's, you know, the most important thing is like Fusile's now made a name for himself. In this division. Not just he's got the eliminator, so obviously he's going to fight for the world title next anyway, is Azinga Fuzile. But now he stepped up to the part where people can start like saying this guy's dangerous. You know, people like, when I mean people, I mean like American, British people, like the spectators that are into world level boxing. You know, those sort of guys now know who Azinga Fuzile is by watching a display on a big broadcast like DAZN. So this is a massive step for Fuzile. I really think that that he's going to go from strength to strength, coming off 2 years off and now putting in a performance like this. So who do we have? Wow, we have 2 more fights. We have, and then we have the main event with Jorge Linares and Devin Haney. We have Jason Quigley versus Shane Mosley Jr. So that's one fight I wanted to see anyway. And then we have the female fight between Chantal Cameron and Melissa Hernandez. So that's also another good fight that I've seen on the bill. I don't know too much about the female fights, but I do know Shane Mosley Jr., obviously the son of the famous Shane Mosley. And then obviously the main event, which sells itself, is Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares, who Linares has been good for a while. Guys, if you have any questions, shoot them through in the comments section. I'll be happy to answer anything that is within my knowledge, obviously. But yeah, keeping you busy until the Devin Haney versus Linares fights, and also watching some good fights in between them. Always good to learn about fighters. DAZN's been doing a lot of good work lately, so it's been keeping us rather informed. So yeah, shoot through the questions if you have any. I would like obviously to hear from you and see what you have to say. Oh, it looks like they released a documentary on Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo. And there's a boxing channel, but obviously they're dropping that on DAZN. And obviously there's like documentaries on Saul Canelo Alvarez, Devin Haney. They're just showing up there. So like, yeah, Devin Haney versus, I think, you know what? Like, I think Devin Haney wins, but by unanimous decision. Like, and like when I mean unanimous, I don't mean like a wide unanimous. I think like I'm a big Linares fan, right? So like, the fact that like he's at this point of his career fighting a guy that's 22 years old and, you know, really good in the form of Devin Haney, like I don't think Eddie Hearn would have picked this fight if they thought that Devin Haney was going to lose. There, as we're speaking, Linares enters the building. I think Linares will give him some problems just based on his like style. It's got one of the best styles ever, like is Linares. So like a lot of respect for him. But yeah, you know, I'm thinking later a unanimous decision for Mr. Devin Haney. I could be wrong, but like I think a lot of people would be putting the smart money on Devin Haney a bit later. I don't think it's going to be a hard one. I mean, a lot of people might from the other side of the world might think Linares because of differences in opinion. But from what I've seen from where I am, I think yeah, Devin Haney by unanimous. So let's see. Linares enters the dressing room officially now. They're doing 10 rounds with Jorge Linares. What is that? What do you like about living in Japan? So Jorge Linares lives in Japan. Says the food. Loves the food. What's your favorite sport other than boxing? He likes football. You know, most people do. Baseball. That's interesting. Baseball. He likes baseball. Yeah. When Devin wins, him versus Teofimo. Honestly, I think Teofimo Lopez, man. I think Teofimo Lopez for that fight. Just being a little bit of a stronger guy, he can box just as well as Devin Haney can box. What do you miss about Venezuela? His family. Right. So we're just finding out a little bit more about Jorge Linares. Quick fire questions at him. What's your favorite Venezuelan food? Some type of bread, it looks like. Oh, okay, right. Like a pulled sandwich. What's your prediction on Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez if it happens down the stretch? What is your favorite experience so far in your career? Barrera, yeah. Former world champion Marco Antonio Barrera. in the robe, representing the robe. Early mornings in South Africa to watch the fights. You think Haney beats him? Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. Like, have we seen Haney against like the level of opposition? Like this is a good step up. For example, like the Linares fight is a good step up, but like we've seen Teofimo Lopez fighting like the best guys, right? So like obviously Vasil Lomachenko is on the list. Richard Comey is another guy who I thought was a big win for Teofimo Lopez. Like we've seen him take care of business. Like he hasn't even left it in doubt, you know. Neither has Haney, but Haney again, like this is his step up fight. So let's see how he goes tonight. If it's a close fight, I mean, I don't think he would be ready for Teofimo because I think even at this stage, like Teofimo would beat Linares quite convincingly. So it's up to Haney to look really good tonight. Linares, English, Japanese, and Spanish. Obviously, you're living in Japan. Now we just want to see Devin Haney arriving in the arena now, you know? Like, we've seen Linares is going to get his hands wrapped soon, probably. It's actually funny. He's actually like, because this obviously has been backdated, right, by a couple of hours. On the screen, he's watching Azinga Fuzile against Martin Ward. Commentator reckons that Linares is as comfortable as, as confident as he's ever seen him. It's difficult to say, man. Difficult to say. Let's have a look. Great work on the Terrence. Oh man, shot, man. Looks like effortlessly. Love the commentary on the Butler fight. Impressive work. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, obviously, like Terrence, obviously is one of those guys I really believe in. So like pushing and doing a video, like cinematic video for him was an absolute pleasure because he's the middleweight of the future, isn't he? So we want to watch and see what he's going to do on June 19. So yeah, happy, man. And obviously the Hickey Butler fights, the whole tournament. It was obviously great to commentate on. Yeah. So next up, we've got the fight Shane Mosley Jr. against Quigley from Ireland. Obviously, that's going to be an exciting fight. Looks like Bones Adams in the corner of, and I've seen Bones Adams before. When I was in Saudi Arabia, I had met him. He was in the corner with Amir Khan there in Saudi. So that was obviously really cool. And he's cornering Shane Mosley Jr., who's warming up now, and hopefully they step into the ring real soon because we want to see what Shane Mosley Jr. can do. He's been given a big opportunity here to fight Jason Quigley, so he's got to make the most of this opportunity. Yeah, guys, if you're online and haven't hit that like button, please smash the like button. It would be highly appreciated. Yeah, interesting pad work. Like that's different, man. Like I haven't seen a pad work like that. Like with sliding of the right hand, you hitting there. Like it's interesting. So Shane Mosley Jr.'s 17 wins, 3 losses, 10 knockouts, 10 wins coming by way of knockouts, and Jason Quigley 18-1, 14 wins by way of knockouts. Neither guy has set the world on fire as yet in their careers, but obviously this is their point where one of them gets to go on. Now we are set to go. Ring announcer David Diamante, obviously announcing the 2 guys coming into the ring. It's about time that there's a big break between the 2 fights, to be honest with you. Having to talk about Jorge Linares and him entering the venue, just basically seeing what's happening. Shane Mosley Jr. is now walking out, so this is going to be fun to watch to see like how he goes. We obviously all know Shane Mosley, the father, who's a really a legend of the game. So like his son hasn't lit the world on fire yet. Like he's 17 wins, 3 losses, but he can rectify that tonight if he beats a guy like Jason Quigley. He's also like hasn't set the world on fire yet. I mean, this is how we build your name against guys that are on a level. You raise your game and see what you can do about it. Man, this has been an incredible morning for me. I'm so happy, to be honest. Like I'm so happy about the previous results with the Azinga Fuzile. winning the fight. Like, that was impressive. Actually, need to pop him a message real quick while I'm online, because like, yeah, coming on randomly at 3 o'clock, 3 in the morning is not really my thing. But yeah, to send a mate overseas a message of congratulations will go a long way, man. Yeah, he's world level. So Shane Mosley Jr. Is entered the ring now, so we'll wait for Jason Quigley to basically get in the ring at this point. Let's see. I know a lot of people came on to watch the Azinga Fuzile fight, and obviously that fight's done and dusted. But there is more fights in this tournament, peeps. There is more fights in this tournament. Before we get obviously to Devin Haney versus Linares. Now Jason Quigley will be entering the ring now. He'll be the last man because Shane Mosley Jr. is already in the ring. So yeah. You can see it's early morning for me, man. And I still haven't attacked the coffee machine yet. Like, I'm surprised. Like, those middle rounds of Fuzile versus Ward really got me up. Because at one stage there was someone that commented saying, "Are you looking sleepy?" And no joke, man. I'm sleepy, man. Like, I went to bed at like midnight, got up at 2:30 in the morning. Like, man's gonna be sleepy. Let's not play games about that. Like, so anyway, Fuzile's fight woke me up, and we're on now to the next fight between Shane Mosley Jr. against Jason Quigley. Guys, if you're online now, please smash that like button. Would be highly appreciated. Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see, because this Quigley looks like a bit of a character, man. Like, he does, like, I saw him in the pre-fight build-up and everything like that. So he looked like he was like a bit of a joker, but I mean, obviously that has nothing to do with fighting, right? But I mean, still, like, you want characters in this game, you want to follow characters in this game. So like, yeah. And if anyone wants to throw in some comments there, something they want to ask me, any questions, more than happy to do so. Yeah, man. Last bout Jason Quigley fought was in 2020, January 20. So it's been over a year since he's been in the ring. Actually, almost a year and a half since he's been in the ring. So yeah, he must be very happy to be back in action. I suppose a lot of guys will be coming off layoffs. I mean, how many times? I mean, Azinga, Fuzile, Martin Ward, both guys are coming off layoffs before their last fight. So yeah. Just listening to David Diamante and what he has to say. Yep, he's going to be announcing the fight now between Shane Mosley Jr. and Jason Quigley. Interesting fight. Like to be honest, it's not the fight that I think like many people would be, excited to tune in and watch this fight primarily. But I do think that like it offers something different with the fact that it is Shane Mosley's son. Even the fact that he hasn't really performed. I mean, 17-3 is not really the best record, considering he probably had a padded come up. Raul Kaiz Jr. I think Raul Kaiz Sr. actually reffed one of Hickey Butler's fights in Monaco, if I'm not mistaken. The vacant WBO NABO Junior Middleweight Championship. Yeah, let's have a look and see what happens. Yeah. So they're announcing Jason Quigley and Shane Mosley Jr. in the ring as we speak. David Diamante obviously doing the business as the ring announcer for DAZN. Always, I'm so used to seeing his face now. The more content I consume on DAZN. So yeah, no action as of yet. So as I said, they basically just they announced Shane Mosley. Can't wait for the main events, to be honest with you. But I mean, like, let's get through this one and have a look. It could surprise be like a hidden gem on the undercard. Man, I really need to get a picture for social media purposes for Azinga's fight. I was hoping DAZN would have had uploaded something by now. Is that the one? I suppose I can use that picture there. It is from DAZN. I suppose I want to use that one right now. Yeah, I've got one person thanks for staying online throughout until maybe the Haney fight. So appreciate that. Let's have a look. See. So yeah, the fight between Jason Quigley and obviously Shane Mosley. Just recapping the last fight, Azinga Fuzile winning by 7th round TKO against Martin Ward. So yeah, happy about that. And now it's Jason Quigley against Shane Mosley Jr., the son of the famous Shane Mosley, getting in the ring, which is interesting.
Jason Quigley in the green, Shane Mosley Jr. in the orange. You fought Shane's father, Sergio. What similarities do you see in their style? Well, Mosley Jr. and Mosley, they have that jittery style. They're kind of a little bit stiff.
IBF World title next. Okay, cool. Sorry, guys. I was just temporarily just doing some social media real quickly for Azinga Fuzile. Just doing that, making sure people in South Africa know the news. And now watching Jason Quigley versus Mosley Jr. I think I just need to post on separate platforms. I should have actually just shared to both platforms. But yeah, I'll do that anyway now. Boxing, SF Boxing Talk. Thanks everyone for coming online tonight. There was very busy earlier when Fuzile was fighting, but obviously we're going to have a bit of a dip now, obviously, with Quigley and Mosley Jr. fighting at the moment. So round number 1 of 10, WBO, NABO. Good shot there from Shane Mosley Jr. Good right hand over the top. Sneaky right hand, but quickly disengaging and coming back on the from the outside back into the inside and back on the outside again. Yeah, interesting how they got the custom-made gloves. So like, this is what gets me. Like in the States and stuff, like they really plan this stuff. Like the gloves, they look like title gloves, but like the same colors as the guy's trunks. It is title. Actually, funny enough, that is title. Yeah, big brand in South Africa. That Shane Mosley Jr. is using, and then like Quigley's obviously got like the Everlast gloves, which match his kits, green and gold. You know, like. Funny enough, he has the South African colors, or they'll say like the Irish colors, but like gold, I don't know about that. But yeah, Quigley, the fact they're custom made. But yeah, Shane Mosley Jr. looking decent in the outsets. Shaving round number 1 in my eyes is Shane Mosley Jr. Nice stiff right hand to the body there. Doing some good work there. Impressive. I think before the fight, you might have Quigley as the favorite to win, just based on resumes. If you look at it, if you look on face value, right? I mean, that's the thing about boxing. Nothing's done on face, nothing's done on paper. So like, you can put the match together, and literally the guys are going to get in the ring and show their class. Oh, good stuff there. Good right hand to the body, followed up by left hook from Shane Mosley Jr. Impressive early on from the man. I think he's keeping it nice and simple, popping the jab there on the outside, just being effective with his movements. You know, in and out, really good. Now, obviously, he had a bit of a rough start to his career, but looks like he's got a bit of game. I'm sure his dad has had some impetus at the very least in his professional career. I know he must have had it in his amateurs, but like, yeah, looking nice and slick in the beginning there. So round number 1 in the books, Shane Mosley Jr. For me, the winner of that round. If you guys have any questions about this particular fight or any other questions, please feel free to do so, and throw some questions into the comment section. If you guys are watching, you can also like comment along and tell me what you're thinking of the fight. Golden boy. Let's have a look. So just looking at the highlights from that round now. There was that little sneaky chopping right hand over the top there from Shane Mosley Jr., which caught my attention initially. It was about in the first minute of the fight. But then Quigley easily got out. And you know what's interesting though? Like Quigley has come into this fight with some marking above his, below his left eye. He came in with a blue eye. I think obviously sparring a little bit too close to the fight. It's not ideal, obviously, or maybe it was just accidental, like something hit his eye or something like that. But yeah, Quigley looking for a good sharp overhand there, missing just as Mosley evaded him. But yeah, Mosley, nice little jab there. He does have his dad's style to an extent, right? But obviously, he's needing to build up to that level. Like, he's obviously not his dad, but like he does have that little bit of a style. He definitely mimics his dad to a certain extent. A little bit, obviously, he's a little bit bigger than his dad was as well in terms of size. And like we know with like fight styles, right? Like, I mean, like a heavyweight can't box like a strawweight, for example. Like, so he's taken elements of his dad's game and he's obviously applying it in this fight, which looks impressive so far. I think that's definitely Mosley Jr. I mean, he's the one popping the jab, landing it effectively from the outside as he comes in. Like, he's had no problem getting in there. And exactly, he just comes in there, jabs, and then throws a left hook instead of like he mixes up his movements. So like, I'm impressed so far with Shane Mosley Jr. There we go. Simple stuff like that. 1, 2, and then he's just thrown the right over the top. He's landed there. And then Quigley's coming there and he's missing his punches. So like, yeah, it's interesting because like you just don't know. As I said, boxing is not boxed on paper. Like, you don't know if it's how it'll go down. But yeah, he's smiling, he's enjoying himself there. Quigley's missing a lot of punches. Actually, funny enough, Shane Mosley Jr. is the one that's smiling in this fight, but like Quigley is quite a joker from what I picked up in the pre-fight. Just post this real quickly. Fuzile. And then I'll give you my full attention on this fight. Yeah, Shay quickly grabbing the head, a little bit of a wrestling move there, getting him in a little bit of a chokehold there. But yeah, anyway, back to normality as they're both on their feet. Round 2 of an allotted 10 rounds for the WBO NABO Super Welterweight Championship. Nice little sneaky body shot. Quickly as well. Like, there you go. Time the left hook there did Quigley. Give credit where credit's due. Nice little jab there from Quigley. Yeah, I suppose the distance, but it's a simple jab from Shane Mosley Jr. It's like a short gauge range. Like, he's not throwing it as a stiff jab. He's more of a setup punch, but he's like landing it effectively, which is scoring punches. So 2 rounds in the books. I have Shane Mosley Jr. 2 rounds up against Jason Quigley. Good fight so far, man. Like, I wasn't expecting much of it, but it looks. I'm having a good look at Shane Mosley Jr. It would be interesting to see how the commentators have the fight, because always, I mean, I could be off, but I don't think I'm off. Like, honestly, like, I'm a commentator in my own right, aren't I? So yeah, no, happy to see. Happy to see something new. Obviously, always watching American and British TV. Obviously, to be fair, like, love watching the British one, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't have to wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, happy to at least see the South Africans doing well abroad. And obviously, it has repercussions back home. Once South African does well, more South Africans get opportunities. So yeah, happy about that. Anyway, round number 3 is about to get underway. 2 rounds up for me for our man Shane Mosley Jr. Well, our man, but like the guy Shane Mosley Jr. I'll say our man because I obviously followed his father's career. But yeah, all right, that's enough social media for the evening. I've posted now. I'll post again probably. I mean, let's see if this fight's spectacular. I might post about this on social media, but most definitely. We'll be posting about Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares at a very later stage. Yeah, happy about that. Happy about this fight, to be fair. Like, as I said, like, I came in with no expectation of this fight, and so far Shane Mosley Jr. has shown me a little bit of something. But again, very early in the fight, round number 3 underway. Let's see. Well, Sergio Mora, the commentator for DAZN, has said he's been in like, he's sparred with Shane Mosley Jr. He says he's very sneaky. Now, I think that's harsh, a bit harsh from the commentator. He's saying like if the first win doesn't come on like world level, it's a big disaster. But like I disagree. Like it depends. It depends. Like even if the guy isn't at world level, just now the style was wrong for you. That particular matchup, that particular day, you had a problem. Like there's so many variables that happen with boxing. Like you got to be careful. So happy for Azinga for the commentary. Much appreciated. As always, like I want to support the South Africans when they go abroad. Obviously, so happy that he won the fight, man. Like you have no idea. Like having to get up early in the morning is never a fun activity, but it makes it all worthwhile when a guy like Azinga Fuzile gets a win. Like that changed it up. Nice little check left hook there from Shane Mosley Jr. Good straight right hand following up down the middle there. Oh, something happened there. Low blow. Okay, so Quigley got Shane Mosley Jr. with a low blow. There we have it. So just a little bit of recovery. We saw in the fight before, Martin Wood also got a low blow from Azinga, but it didn't seem too bad. It was just more of an ill-timed shot. Let's have a look. Yeah, just an awkward one, that one there. But anyway, Shane Mosley Jr. and Jason Quigley back underway again. Good work here. This could be a solid 10-round fight. That like from what I'm seeing, there's no real knockouts coming from either of these guys at the moment. Nice stuff there. Very effective. Very effective stuff here. But again, okay, that was on the guards there, but backing up Jason Quigley a little bit there. Good right hand to the body there from Shane Mosley Jr., just keeping him busy, keeping him honest. So, I mean, a guy that obviously has covered a lot more of Mosley. This is the first time I've actually seen Mosley Jr. fighting, to be honest with you. But a guy that's covered him, Sergio Mora, he's obviously done a little bit of research prior to this as well. Says that Shane Mosley Jr. tends to lose focus as the fights go on. Are you calling? Absolutely. I'm staying online for actually Devin Haney, as you mentioned, that is actually walking into the venue right now. So yeah, very happy to see him. He's got the WBC belt with him. Yeah, I'll be staying up right until the Devin Haney fight, of course, on the same link. I'm not going to go anywhere, simply because it's a nightmare to go on and offline with the YouTube streams. But so I'll be online to basically call the next two fights, and then obviously the main event, which is Haney against Jorge Linares. Man, I don't know. Like, I obviously want to see like Haney, Linares. Like, it's an interesting step-up fight. Ben Davison, he's in the dressing room. Is he? Who's he coaching? Anyway, back to the fight, round number 4, Shane Mosley Jr. against Jason Quigley. As I mentioned before, like there is a mark, like a little bit of swelling on Jason Quigley, but that happened before the fight. So I'm just thinking like maybe a sparring session too close to the fight, or maybe some accidental something that happened, like he walked into a door or something like that. It happens. It happens at the best of times. So yeah. Anyway, solid work there. What I'm noticing about Quigley though, like he's throwing punches, but he's falling short for a lot of the punches. Like I honestly have Mosley Jr. up all 3 rounds. It's round number 4 now. All 3 rounds in the bag for him. He even received a low blow a bit earlier in the round. Yeah, can I tell you, it's like so weird seeing like title gloves on like a non-South African boxer. Like obviously I think it's a different company. Like Title it's the same company but different. Like, like in America and South Africa, like it's so weird, man. Because we don't get these fight gloves like this. Like our fight gloves are still the old red Title fight gloves, or the ones with patterns on them, like not these ones. So this is the big fight card, Las Vegas, Nevada. Obviously, the guys want to come out and show. Like DAZN's obviously doing really well. Like Eddie Hearn, put on a strong undercard, and then he's popped this one on as well, along with the female bouts. Which obviously, like, to be fair, like I'm not too clued up on the female fights. So like it'll be educational for me tonight to obviously learn. The last female fight I watched was actually Bridges. When was the fight in England that night? We actually thought she did quite decently, and the judges were a bit harsh on the scorecards. There we go. Mosley Jr. just landing up there. He's got like a stalking, like a little bit of a stalking style. Like not the best footwork in the world. I won't be. I'm not really too excited on the footwork of Shane Mosley Jr. But like he's landing more than like Quigley is, and Quigley's like, in and out. And Quigley's, like as I said earlier in the round, Quigley's falling short with his punches. And I'm not seeing that many level changes from Mosley Jr. to warrant his punches falling short. There you go. He landed a good jab there. Was Jason Quigley. Yeah, I suppose. Look, look, this is a level like a little bit of a B level fight. Not to be too hypercritical, but neither of these guys are going on to fight for a world title next. So like they got a lot to work on. But I've seen decent movements, at least in the pocket with Mosley Jr. 4 rounds in the bag. I think round 4 was a better round for Jason Quigley. I still think that Mosley Jr. should be ahead. I mean, if we were being kind, we could maybe give Quigley round number 4. Very close round. Yeah, I think I'll give it to him. I'll give him round number 4, just based on the movement. But again, he's landing short, so I don't know if I should be that nice. I don't know if I should be that nice. But anyway, Quigley had a better round there. That'll be his best round of the fight so far. Still, I'm always interested to see if the other commentary team has got it the same as me. Well, good inside work there from Mosley Jr. Look like 2 sneaky, quick right hands. There we go. Round number 5 underway now. As we move into the next phase of the fight, these like almost halfway point. There'll be 1 round, and then the halfway points of this 10-round bout for the WBO NABO. Quite a mouthful, that one. That's right, Bones Adams is in Las Vegas, yeah. So Shane Mosley Jr. had moved to Bones Adams camp in Las Vegas. Good left hook there from Mosley Jr. Missed with the follow-up right hand, but then again catches him again with another left hook there. It's got, as I said, a very stalkative style. He's just bossing the ring generalship. Oh, good right hand there, Mosley Jr. Wow, okay, that's interesting. So, like the commentator basically is saying, and obviously they've done their research, and they know, and they've obviously watched Mosley Jr. a few times. They're saying that when a guy comes on the front foot, he struggles. But so when Quigley is like kind of on the back foot, backing up, it gives him a lot more confidence. Quigley landing a good right hand, then a left hook there. Good work that from Quigley there. But sure. Guys have got to be careful when they exchange like that, like 1 for 1, top exchange. You see, Quigley. There's times where like Mosley Jr. does nothing, like he just stands there static, and Quigley can take advantage of that, but he's just not. He's not capitalizing on the gaps that Mosley Jr. is presenting him. It's not like Mosley Jr. has got like those extremely good fast twitch muscle fibers, which is exacting. I mean, he is pretty like slow, but like he's stalkative. So like, I mean, he is always going to be in your face, but nothing like over, like no heavy work rates or anything like that. Guys, if you have come online now and you haven't hit the like button, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. It'll go a long way. Let's have a look at that now. Yeah, this is good. A much better round for Quigley. I do think the beginning of the round was again another Mosley Jr. Was going to be another Mosley Jr. run, but Quigley's come back nicely in this round towards the end. To the point where the judges obviously remember the last thing that happens. It's a normal thing for a human to judge a fight towards the end of a round. So the beginning and the end, and kind of sometimes forget the middle of the round. he's happy quickly. He's happy with this round. I think this is even better than his last round. I think he's warming into this fight much more than Mosley is, because like Mosley had the initial dominance. Let's put it that way. Yeah, that round I would give to Quigley. Or I'd give that one to Quigley, that round. Fair play. We're looking at the Chantel Cameron, Melissa Hernandez for the WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World. That's coming up next, obviously. This will be a good educational fight for me. So obviously a lot of people might look at this fight and me knowing nothing about these two athletes, for example. But obviously now this Shane Mosley Jr. against Jason Quigley is a good fight, man. It's a better fight than I anticipated. Like when I looked at it, I was like, two B level. It is two B level fighters. Let's be honest. But like again, like two B level fighters can make a good fight and keep you awake. You know, it could be almost as effective as a morning coffee, which obviously I haven't had yet. But as I said, Azinga Fuzile did wake me up, and also like a comment in the comment section very early on, saying, "Hey man, you look tired," and I was like, "Yeah, no shit, I look tired. I am tired." But yeah, back to the fights again. Oh, good right hand, good left hook there, Shane Mosley Jr. And now Quigley's mixing it up. Now this has become a fight now. Round 6 of 10, it's become a fight now. Yeah, interesting how the dynamics of the fight works, because Mosley Jr., he is ahead on the scorecards, but now he's changing up the range, he's mixing it up. I think also partly because Quigley's mixing it up as well. And Quigley had initially started off on the back foot, on the outside, trying to pick his punches. He's falling short with his punches, so he's trying to I think he's getting frustrated, and he's going to try and mix it up on the inside now with Mosley. And I think Mosley's not scared to let his hands go. I mean, he shouldn't be. I mean, he's got good hands so far as we've seen. He's managed to land those effective chopping right hands over the top. Even the left hook, he's had Quigley in danger. I think it was round number 4 where he landed, and Quigley really felt that one. And we're in round number 6 at the moment between Jason Quigley and Shane Mosley Jr. And so far, as I said, for those that are logging, I see there are people logging in and out, so maybe they're catching and not catching some of the things I'm saying. But so far, I think he's up on the scorecards. Well, Chris Mannix has this fight even. I'm not sure if we're watching the same fight. Like, to be honest, like it looked like very one-way traffic in the beginning, and it looked like Jason Quigley had come into the fight. Good shot there, home Quigley. Good uppercut. It looked like Quigley had been coming back into this fight. So it's going to be interesting to see what the judges are thinking if Mannix has it even. I mean, again, I'm not too sure he's the best judge from what I've seen so far of his scorecards over the last year or so that I've been watching DAZN. Let's see what's happening on social media real quick. So good to quickly pop in while this rows. A bit of a stale round number 6, to be honest with you. I won't lie. Good shot there from Quigley. Nice right hand over the top, followed up by a left hook. He landed both of the shots. Now the jab. Look, to be honest, I think he's come right back into this fight. In fact, if he wins this round, to be honest, that it would be even. I'd say that on my scorecards, I have it 3 rounds to 3. 3 rounds to Quigley, 3 rounds to Mosley Jr. Let's see, man. Round number 6 is done and dusted. Shane Mosley Jr., Jason Quigley. I have it 3 rounds apiece. 3 rounds. Both guys are, as I said, B-level fighters doing a good job of entertaining us, at least before we get to the main event. And obviously, we have one more fight before we get to the main event as well.
Mosley Jr. getting a little bit, come on, listen, looking for the body shot, but see, that's the thing. He was doing so well behind the
Yeah, let's have a look and see.
mid-range and outside range.
No, guys, 3 rounds to 3. In my opinion, 3 rounds to 3 in the Shane Mosley versus Shane Mosley Jr. I should say, just in case you thought Shane Mosley had come out of retirement against Jason Quigley. Yeah, it's interesting to see the tactics from this point onwards. This is where it becomes a real fight because both guys know that it's a close fight. So this is where like the rounds really mean a lot. So it's different if one guy can just go into like control mode. They know they're like 6 rounds up on the scorecards, but no, not these two guys. These two guys know that they're in a fight. It's a very close one. So they've got to kind of show exactly what it takes to take the win. You know, the WBO, NABO is on the line. You know, there's a whole bunch of permutations that go with a fight like this. Like you can't afford to lose. It's the platform. You want to continue on. You know how it works with Eddie Hearn. You win, you stay on. You know, type thing. So, you know, there's a lot of importance that goes into a fight like this.
It's a fine line, though, isn't it, Sergio, where you're trying to reserve your energy, but you don't want to stay too much into the tank. When you're in the fight, you still got stuff left. You leave it all in the ring, don't you?
Let's have a look at this. I think Mosley is hurt there with a little sneaky uppercut there. I won't lie, like that one looked like it actually buzzed him. But even those jabs are looking are quite strong for him at the moment. Like Quigley's coming to this fight. Like give credit where credit's due. Because Quigley lost the first 3 rounds, and I thought Mosley Jr. had won them. You know, ultimately your mind can sometimes go towards a one-way traffic. But then he came back with 3 solid rounds and good overhand right there from Mosley Jr. returning. You see, that's what I'm saying. Like both guys know that it's a close fight and they've got to make it count. But it looks like Quigley has managed to get himself back into a nice, strong position in these middle rounds. Respect given, respect taken. Both guys are now learning that the importance of a win on this stage. Obviously, a lot of nerves. Good right hand there from Jason Quigley. No, he's scoring the better punches. Like Mosley Jr. is losing this fight now, in my opinion. Oh, he knocked him off balance. Oh, that was more of a push, though. Now, look. This is a fight now, guys. This is a fight now. All of a sudden, this has got my attention now. Good shots. Both big shots landed by both guys in this round. Chopping left hook. Both guys actually throwing a chopping left hook. Now, 1 for 1. Quigley investing nicely to the body. Now, Mosley nicely to the body. Good right hand there, Jason Quigley. And now Mosley. Oh, my word. What the... My days. What a round that was. Oh, Mosley getting in his face and Quigley just smiling like he's just a character as Quigley. Poor form, man. These guys need to put in that stool faster. Like, how could you lay a stool down like that in Mosley Jr.'s corner? The golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya, in the house. He's obviously giving his best wishes to Jorge Linares. Yeah, it's funny. So Oscar De La Hoya giving Jorge Linares some advice there, but obviously, like, Linares would have worked hard in the gym on a particular game plan. I'm pretty sure. Interesting. So let's watch the highlights from that round, because obviously, like, that was a good right hand there from Quigley in that highlights package there. That was the one that I said, Quigley. I get excited about big punches, man. Like, that's the whole reason why we're here, is to see a good fight. And when a good punch like that gets landed, it gets exciting. Anyway, round number 8 underway out of 10. We're getting closer and closer to the big main event, and obviously one fight in between then, the WBC super lightweight female fights in between that. But yeah, Shane Mosley Jr. has got to come back in this fight. For me, losing his ways in the middle rounds. Let's see how the commentator has it. So the commentator, Mannix, has it like similar to how I have it. Yeah, actually, that's exactly the same scoreline I have it. It's 67 to 66 to Quigley. I think he skates 1 round up. It's quickly how Mannix made a good recovery to his scorecard to amend it to meet my vision there. But yeah, Let's have a look and see what happens this round. Because I mean, if Mosley Jr. comes back in this round, then he levels up the fights, and then it's literally the last 2 rounds, which mean a hell of a lot. In fact, Mosley Jr. can't afford to lose this round, because if he does, the most he can probably get is a draw out of this fight on my scorecard at the very least. Not that it means anything, but yeah. The good check left hook there from Mosley Jr. He's still composed, you know, like he look, there are 3 rounds in the books, and if he can win all 3 rounds, he'll win the fight. But again, if he loses this round, at least on my scorecard, the best result he can finish with is a draw. Because it is round 8 out of 10, halfway through, 1.5 minutes into a round number 8 as well. Neither guy really landing a big shot. Mosley landed that one half decent shot, I'd say. But apart from that, it's just been like a feel-out sort of round. Both guys knowing a good chopping right hand. Landing there from Mosley Jr. Again, just not a fully landed right hook there. Quickly appreciating that jab there that Mosley Jr. lands. Yeah, man. Okay, getting under the shots there. Good stuff there. Oh, okay. No. What happened there? Why would the referee even break that moment up? There was nothing that was happening there. Maybe just error in concentration there from Raul Caiz Jr. Obviously, his dad, Raul Caiz Sr., is operating as a referee too. So that's obviously what the relevance of that is. There we go. Good work there. I actually think, like, if this round ended now, there's 30 seconds left in round number 8. If the round ended now, I think you could shave it to Mosley Jr. Yep, Quigley has hardly done anything in this round. Like he's trying to pop the jab, but he's just missing in this round. He's gone back to kind of like how he was in round 2 and 3, where he was just short on his punches. And he came back really well into the fight, but again, good stuff there. Good chopping over the top, even when they're in the clinch. Oh, what's going on at the feet there? So that round there, I mean, I'm going to give it to Shane Mosley Jr., which obviously levels up the fight. With 2 rounds to go, which makes it more important. On the screens now is Devin Haney in his locker room, basically just, you know, getting ready for the big one.
Chris, we've seen a lot of confidence out of Devin Haney and his entire fight camp. Is there any chance in your estimation he's overconfident? No, I don't believe so. And I think a lot of people
Overconfidence. Nah. Look at this level, the guys are all going to be confident. There's no such thing as overconfidence when you get to like a guy like Devin Haney's level.
he's not bringing it up. So I think he's solely focused on Linares tonight. It's going to be his time and his moment to shine because he believes he's the best lightweight in his division. That's what you have.
I don't know about that. Like Devin Haney is not the best lightweight like in the world. Like there's Teofimo Lopez, even like Lomachenko to an extent, even though he lost Teofimo. Like, and then you obviously had Gervonta Davis, who's stepping up to fight Mario Barrios at the super lightweight division now. So we actually don't actually know what his plans are. But anyway, back into the fight, round number 9, Shane Mosley Jr. versus Jason Quigley. Let's have a look and see. What do you say? What do you say? Graphic and video editing. Puts a dot. What's up, guy? What's up? What's up? Oh, Quigley with a couple of good right hands there. Yeah, that wasn't a knockdown. What happened there in that instance was Quigley's gloves did scrape the canvas for a temporary second there, but not a knockdown. Oh, good work there. I mean, Quigley coming over the top there with a good 1-2, and then followed up in the pocket with Mosley Jr. hitting some effective body work. Effective body work there done. Good left hook there. Look, the thing is, like, Mosley Jr., I don't know. To be honest, I don't know if either of these guys are going to go on to do something. And I don't want to be harsh. I don't want to be that guy. But, like, I found it very difficult to see either of these guys, like, going on to fight for a world title. And that might be harsh on my part. But, like, I haven't seen enough of either guy that proves that they're ready for something bigger than what they are operating at now. I think for each guy, Mosley Jr. and Jason Quigley, I think the level fight where they're fighting each other, I think that's appropriate. To be honest, it's just my opinion, though. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but it doesn't look like they're going to go beyond this point. This is a tough round to score, round number 9. There's 30 seconds left in the round. Neither guy has... I mean, they both landed like some... I might actually go to Quigley. Well, mind you, he's got nailed there with a good left hook. He's missed that left hook there, coming over the top, glanced. Oh, good right hand, Mosley. Man, this fight is so close. Man, this is such a close fight. Close round. That's exactly. I mean, even the commentator's saying it's a close round. I mean, I'm like, that's a hard one. Who do I give it to? Because I don't like to do drawn. I don't like drawn rounds. Like, I don't like to do that. Okay. I'll go with Mosley Jr. with that one. I'm gonna say he's 5 rounds to 4 up, and I'm gonna say that if he wins the next round, he wins the fight, and if Quigley wins the next round, it's a draw. Man, that was such, I don't know, like, it's such a hard one. But in terms of damage, maybe you got to go for Mosley Jr. in round number 9. You got to go for damage. Just went to look at the highlights of Azinga's fight highlights. He looked good, proud of him. Look, Azinga looked phenomenal tonight. Obviously, the round 1 and round 3 he struggled with, but after the knockdown in round number 4, he looked phenomenal. Like, from that point onwards, they gave Martin Water like round 5, and I don't understand how. Like, the commentary team gave him the round 5, and I was like, not possible. Not from what we saw. But anyway, the rust was firmly shaken off in Azinga's fight. Let's see how that's the other. Mannix has Quigley up a round. I have Mosley. Okay, so Chris Mannix is obviously a commentator on DAZN. He's got Quigley up by 1 round, and I have Mosley up by 1 round. So it's going to be interesting to see, because that honestly, like, that's how judging works. You know, like, I see it differently to how he sees it, and that's why we get like some scorecards. So long as we have it close, I'm happy with it. I would be very happy if one of us. I would be very unhappy, sorry, if one of us had it wide and another one had it wide to the other guy, or, you know what I mean? Like, that's concerning. But anyway, because we both have it close, I think it could be a split decision or even a draw. Haney is the best of the whole lot. He's a complete boxer, even though he's not knocking guys out. Lopez went a level up in the Lomachenko fight. Look, although, like, I don't know if he's got the best boxing ability. Like, I think he's, like, when I watched him against Nomeva, I was like taken aback, because he definitely showed like world level, and then ever since then he's been really good as well. But he did knock out a few guys. But yeah, I mean, boxing skill set, I think that Teofimo and Tank Davis, I mean, have the skill set. I think Lomachenko actually has the best skill set out of all of them. But to be honest, like, he got beaten, so like, it's hard to put him in the conversation at the moment until he comes back against Nakatani in his next fight. See what he can do. Good left hook there, Jason Quigley. Oh, he's got our abdomen headlock there. Wow. That's fun. I knew it was going to go all 10 rounds. You know what I mean? Like, the boxing fraternity doesn't like us here in South Africa, because we need to wake up early mornings to watch fights, and obviously watching a full 10-round fight between 2 B-level fighters is not the most ideal thing one wanted to do with his morning. But yeah, good right hand there, Mosley. You know, I say that, but I've actually enjoyed this fight. I have actually enjoyed this fight quite a bit. Something different. It's nice to watch a fight that's competitive, not like a one-sided beatdown. You sometimes see that on the big shows where you get like the star against the opponent. So this was nice. Oh, Mosley and Quigley going for broke. They both want to take this win in the last round. Both landing big shots. Wow, respect between both guys. What a fight that was. Now, let's see who wins the fight. Man, I'm going to say a draw. To be honest, I'm going for a draw in this fight. I don't think either guy deserves to lose the fight. That's how I'm going to phrase that one. Like, I think both guys deserve to win. I don't think any of these guys deserve to lose the fight. So it's going to be a shame if there is a loser. But I have that fight as a draw. Let's see. Both guys not too confident that they got the win, and I think that's obvious because of how close it is. And yep, the commentator is also sensing a draw. I mean, he's obviously got an earpiece. He's listening to what I'm saying. I understand, but yeah, no. I think a draw. I think a draw is fair. To be honest, like, although it was a close fight with entertaining fights, I'm not really impressed by what's to come of both guys. There we go. Fight stats. Jason Quigley landed 159 punches. Shane Mosley Jr. landed 144. Can't really judge much on that because the one threw more than the other as well. Power punches. 96 power punches landed by Shane Mosley Jr. 94. So 2 less from Jason Quigley, but he had a higher percentage of success when he threw his punches. So interesting. I still think it's a draw. Quigley thinks he's won. I'm sure Mosley thinks he's won too, but at the end of the day, I don't think neither guy has won the fight. But I mean that's up to the judges now, right? It's interesting seeing a little bit of a crowd back in Las Vegas again.
I like the fact that Mosley Jr. wasn't shying away from those exchanges.
Mosley Jr. So interesting seeing Shane Mosley's son boxing. Because you can see his face in his son. Come on, give us the damn scorecards. Mannix is waiting in the ring. You know what? The scorecards are taking forever to come, and that usually suggests a draw. So let's see. Let's hear the scorecards. I'll read them out to you. David Diamante in the ring doing his thing. 95-95, number one. Majority decision. So Quigley's won the fight by majority decision. As I said, like I'm not disappointed that he won the belt. I just think that both guys deserved, like neither guy deserved to lose. I thought it was a draw. But yeah, majority decision win. Jason Quigley's and he's in tears. Obviously, the NABO means a lot. The WBO, NABO means a lot to him. It means that he goes on to fight another day. He can now step up and level and try himself. Maybe I'm wrong about these guys. Maybe he can go up. He's now gone to 19 wins, 1 loss. I don't know what they're going to say in that post-fight interview. I wonder if I can change the title of this video to reflect that it's Devin Haney, because I know that I started off the video saying Azinga Fuzile. as the main heading. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm not going to stop the stream because of that. Good fight, man. Good fights. I'm going to go on some social media now in between these two fights just to see what's what. See.
High-class action. I mean, both these guys fought with technique behind their power. Even when they miss shot, just like that, both of them see the slight little turns of the neck. They take the power out of the punch and still coming back with something.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean that was a good fight, man. Like I know, like I'm. Let's see what's to come of this Quigley next. See, I don't really plan on following either of these guys' careers beyond this point. Like I'll see them on the undercards and obviously say, hey, cool, man, I've watched them before. But like neither guy impressed me to the point where I'm like, let me go follow them on social media, make sure I don't miss their next fight type thing, you know? Is what it is. Let's hear this interview. Should we bump the volume up for this interview?
When they announced your name, what was going through your mind?
I've been through so much to even get to Vegas. And I just want to give a massive credit to Shane Mosley Jr. Put your hands together for Shane Mosley Jr. What a fight. What a fight. You know, when I dropped to my knees, that was a lot of relief. I've been through a hell of a lot to get here. And I know every fighter does. I'm not picking myself out but amongst any other fighter. But I have been through a hell of a lot. My team that's here, my team that's not here, everyone here, Wayne, Gary, Rob, Lyon, back at home, Andy Lee. Massive thanks to that man. My beautiful partner, April, Sierra, my mother, Holly, Jade, my sister. I love them so much.
You said to me right before this interview started, close fight. When that final bell rang, how confident were you that you were going to get the win?
I knew it could have went any way. When I heard a draw, I thought it was going to be a draw. When I got the victory, of course, I'm happy.
Happy for Quigley, man.
Nobody knows what goes into a training camp. Nobody knows what we go through to get into this ring and then put it all on the line when we get in here.
Fair play.
I just have to say a massive credit because this fight wouldn't have happened only for Shane Mosley Jr. and his team. My team, Golden Boy, Robert Diaz, Eric Gomez, Oscar De La Hoya, and my whole team to put this show together. Sheer Sports, Lyle, Ken, everyone. I can't thank everybody enough.
One of the questions coming into this fight was what was your conditioning going to be in the later rounds? The 7th round comes around, and you, a middleweight, are kind of bouncing around like a bantamweight. What was the thinking there?
I went back to what I was good at, what got me here. All my skills, moving on my feet, using my hands, being fresh, looking like the fresher fighter in there. And I know late on the fight, I knew it was close. I had to go to him. I had to land some big shots. I had to hurt him. He says to me at the end of it, you're one hell of a tough fighter. And so was he. You know what I mean? But this fight, I've did affirmations. I've did meditation, yoga. Jerry Hussey back there, who really helped me out as well. Massive thanks to everybody who's helped me out. I visualized this moment. And you know, there's people out there that does this visualization. I was one of them saying, if I visualize it, how's it going to happen? Like, you have to get in there and do it. But visualizing it, Wayne McCullough has been a massive positive influence in this camp as well. Every time I see him, oh, Jason, you're looking well today. You're feeling good, aren't you? You know, this positive stuff is no joke. It's real. Like, people go around doing it. People go around being positive, all this kind of stuff. But it really does mean something because all the visualization that I done got me here. And I know everyone's up back at home. My mother, April, who's been through a hell of a lot. Sierra, I love you so much. I love everyone back at home. And this belt is for you, so I can't wait to bring it home to you.
You have eyes on something bigger, a world championship fight in the coming months or into next year. But might we see another fight between you and Shane Mosley Jr. down the line?
Who knows? You know, I've got the belt now. I want to move on. I remember 3-4 years ago when Bubu Andre had no promoter. He had no real management going on. He was like, I'll fight this Jason Quigley guy. He didn't even pronounce my second name right. Bubu Andre. No, you're the champ. You're always crying that you don't have people to fight you. I'm not saying that I'm going to get in there and kick your ass. I'll get in there and put on one hell of a fight with you. I've got a belt. You've got the main one. Give me a crack at that title.
Looking forward to that, hopefully, in the near future.
Boo Boo Andrade.
Congratulations.
It's big shots. No, you won't beat Andrade though, unfortunately. Andrade is another level.
Have the fans back. You've got me through that fight. Thanks very much. These are amazing. God bless. Viva Ireland!
Guys,
Viva Ireland!
Yeah, so Jason Quigley after the fight calling out Andrade, Boo Boo, who's obviously Demetrius Andrade, or Andrade, as he calls himself, Andrade, which is his name, sorry, which I don't think is a good fight for him, to be honest with you. I think that's a tough fight for him, man. It's a really tough fight for him because Andrade he's got a decent skill level. Like he was talking up like the Canelo Alvarez fights at one stage, you know, like he wanted to fight. That's the sort of level that he's going to be ultimately operating at. That's when Canelo was like, "You're a horrible fighter." All right, one more fight, and then it's Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares. Man, I can't wait for that fight. But we have to have one in between. I wish we could just skip, not to say like anything, but I wish we could put the main event right now and then they put the last fight after that. DAZN, eh? They've really sold me. I've really become one of DAZN's favorite subscribers. Like their content is out of this world, man.
And no one takes you closer to the hosts of the DAZN boxing show.
Okay.
Here they are, everybody. Here's your chance to be here with Hype Man. I love this show. We're getting great numbers on DAZN. For people that haven't tuned in yet, what are they missing?
They're missing a lot of excitement, interviews, obviously, and we're trying to get the fighters like in comfort mode, saying things that they normally wouldn't say during a fight week, during a post-fight interview. So you're gonna get a candid fighter. That's what you're gonna get. A lot of excitement, energy. You know what I Brock looks like.
Yeah, hey, Brock, you fit right into this Vegas look this week, man. What have you been doing all week here?
Nothing. Same thing you been doing. I've been excited about boxing being back. But you know what? I'm not a Vegas guy, but I miss Vegas because Vegas is where it's happening for boxing.
Oh yeah, Akin Barak. This is their show on DAZN. They out there at the venue. Obviously, I don't really watch many of the shows on DAZN, but they do have a show on DAZN where they talk about boxing and they interview guys.
This can be the signature win against a real credible champion.
Can you imagine if Linares wins that fight like later tonight? Listen, peeps, we got one more fight, and then we got the Linares versus Haney, or Haney versus Linares, however you want to say it. Yeah, man, just get this fight, man. I want to get this fight. Inject it. Let's have this fight now. The Akin Barak, busy talking about it, but let's see the action. All right, so Ben Davis is taping the hands of Devin Haney, so he's a specialist in this, obviously. That's interesting. So what is his involvement? Like, man, that is so interesting. Like, yeah, man. Let me message someone real quick.
All right, guys, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the fights. It's a pleasure to be on camera with you. I don't think we've ever done it together. What a moment.
There we go.
I'm going to get your autograph next. And now, right now,
Interesting. Interesting when you bring in like someone else from another camp to wrap your hands. Like, surely, you would have thought someone within your own camp wraps your hands. I don't know. So let's see. Who are they asking this question to? Devin Haney? Let's listen to Devin Haney. Some questions. I'll read out the questions.
He's the hardest puncher in history by far.
Devin Haney, if you could have the defense of any boxer, who would it be?
Defense, anybody in history, I gotta go with Pernell Whitaker.
Pernell Whitaker. That's the obvious choice, right? The best defensive boxer of all time.
Clean shot. And if you did, you had to fight for it.
What is your favorite thing about being a boxer?
Favorite thing about being a boxer, punching people, making money,
Punching people, making money.
Nice body, staying in shape. Getting girls, of course.
This guy. What's the coolest thing you bought as a pro boxer?
Unfortunately, since I went pro, I bought a lot of things, made a lot of dumb purchases. But I think my monkey was by far the coolest thing that I bought.
Okay, cool. That was the quick question. That was a quick questionnaire with Mr. Devin Haney. As I said, we've got one more fight before we have Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares. Oh, man, I just want to see this main event. Damn. Can they not let this broadcast be so long-winded? Okay, finally. Cameron versus Hernandez for the WBC Super Lightweight Championship in the female for the female title.
Cameron versus Hernandez, and if experience is going to be the difference tonight, Chris Mannix, then Hernandez is going to pull off the win.
Well, Hernandez definitely has a significant experience advantage, but the physical attributes.
Co-main events of the evening. Do you know, to be honest, like I thought early in the evening, so the female fights, the co-main events, I thought that Fuzile versus Ward was going to be the co-main event, you know. I had missed coming up. I was quickly sneaking in here because I'd woken up at 2:30 South African time, and I was going to be like, let me sneak in, watch Fuzile, put the zone on, see who's fighting on the undercard, start the live. As soon as I started the live, Azinga, Fuzile, and Martin Ward were already fighting. I was like, what? I really expected that to be the co-main events of the evening. But anyway, I mean, rightfully so, WBC world title fight is the co-main events of the evening, and that's kind of understandable. Chantel Cameron, 30 years old, 13-0, and Melissa Hernandez, 41 years old, 23-7. I'm going to go for Cameron based on resume. You know, like, you know, she's got a much better age. Like, damn. 41. I don't like to see boxers going beyond 40, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Okay, right. David Diamante is announcing the WBC female fights to get in a 10-rounder fight to get in the ring now. This guy's very enthusiastic, this David Diamante, man. The Shark, Melissa Hernandez. So she's walking out now as Melissa Hernandez. The most non-nervous individual this guy's met in his life. What a way to spin that one. Quite a character, this Melissa Hernandez, walking the way she's walking out, dancing away to the ring. She's enjoying herself coming to the ring. Is Melissa Hernandez. Sorry guys, I'm just watching the screen because I just want to see, like, this is the female WBC super lightweight title fight. She's enjoying this moment. This could be her last fight, man. At the age of 41. Enjoy it.
Representing Puerto Rico, fighting out of Bronx, Melissa Hernandez.
She only fought one pro bout since 2016. But then how has she got this fight? How has she got a fight for the WBC world title? Anyway, Chantel Cameron is 13-0. She's walking out to the ring now as well. Yeah, Fuzile versus Ward was the best fight in this card so far. I won't lie. Like, I mean, I've only watched 2 fights, but it's nice when you see level fighters fighting. I won't lie. Like, even Ward, I mean, to his respect, Fuzile beat him, but like, I even thought he was like a decent fight. Like, I always knew Fuzile was going to beat Ward, but like it's just nice to see, like, also Fuzile getting that rust off and You know, Ward was going to always be the warm-up opponent for a guy like Azinga Fuzile. You know, they were calling for a warm-up fight before they fought Ward, and I was like, to my people, like, I was like, wow, Ward is the warm-up fight, man. And then you fight world level, and then you fight world level after that.
Perhaps against Jessica McCaskill, the top names in and around that weight. So this is a good opportunity for Chantel Cameron to show out.
Chantel Cameron.
Interesting note about Cameron, not sure I've ever heard this one before. She credits her love of combat sports to watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Sergi, I know you've seen every episode.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
About Buffy that she likes so much. I have no idea. I've never watched it, but she's also a big fan of kickboxing.
All right, so Chantel Cameron is the current WBC super lightweight champion. She's obviously had to defend her title against Melissa Hernandez. The champ is here. Ah, man, can this be a quick knockout so that we can watch the Linares Haney fight? Let's see. Hoping. Or will it be that good? Will it be that good? Never stop, never settle. And there's JD Sports, wherever they are, they're coming up. I heard them they were on the Joshua Buatsi card as well. They were definitely JD Sports on the Buatsi card, so like interesting. So it's the WBC Super Lightweight Championship female fight. All three judges obviously coming from Las Vegas, Nevada. Got to be very careful during the COVID-19 pandemic. Celestino Ruiz is the referee for this fight. 10 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the world. They're introducing the challenger first, Melissa Hernandez. I just don't know, like judging by the records, and this is just me like looking at it like on paper, right? It's just me literally looking at it like on paper, and I'm seeing that the Chantel Cameron will win the fight. Like, I'm not convinced that a 41-year-old that's fought once in the last 5 years is going to be able to beat the current WBC champion. You know, I don't know, like, why, like, the opportunity, like, let's see. I mean, she looks excited, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't like seeing that. Yeah, I thought as much as from the UK. Chantel Cameron. See, this is the same weight division as Hedda Volmerans. You know, that could be a fight one day. She fights Chantel Cameron. You know, we're always going to see Hedda Volmerans stepping up in level. That could be a good fight one day. Hedda Volmerans versus this girl, Chantel Cameron, WBC champion. Let's have a look and see how she fights, though. I mean, that could be the deciding factor, is how she fights. What did I just do? I made a mistake. Oh, there we go. All right, time to educate myself on the WBC female fights. I haven't seen either of these boxers fight before, so let's see. I don't think I'll be seeing Hernandez again unless she wins the world title. But yeah, Chantel Cameron, I'm keeping an eye on her because obviously you got a girl back home in South Africa, Hedda Volmerans, who's in her weight division. Both undefeated fighters. Keen to see how she gets on. Yeah, let's look at this. Oh, Cameron landing a good right hand nice and early. The right hands are chopping away at Hernandez. Oh, Hernandez already in trouble, man. Even the 1-2, the left hook there from Chantel Cameron. Man, could be an early night. Oh, she's in trouble, man. I'm telling you right now. Like Chantal Cameron looks like she's gonna catch Hernandez, and she is catching Hernandez early. Hernandez looks in trouble, man. Come on, referee, that's uncalled for, man. Just to get in, just to get your face on camera like that, it's unnecessary. Let the fight go on. Don't have to jump in there. Yeah, Hernandez is getting rushed by Chantal Cameron. Oh, brilliant shot there. Brilliant right hand, Chantal Cameron. Hernandez backed up onto the ropes, fighting for dear life already. Chantal Cameron landing a good right hand there. And again, good right hook to the body now. Cameron just stalking Melissa Hernandez at this point. Oh, big right hand there, Chantal Cameron. Oh my word, love the power punches. Love seeing. I like seeing a fighter who can box and has power. Like it's relieving seeing that. Like because you know the one of the worst things is watching a boxer land such a clean shot, but you know there's like they're hitting like a pillow. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't mean that much. Whereas like Chantal Cameron is banging fighter. You can see the punches are having their effect on Melissa Hernandez. Hernandez, oh man. Oh, she's struggling here as Hernandez. Good round there, Chantal Cameron. Hernandez smiling at the end of the round. I think she's here just for a good time, not a long time. So, man, Chantal Cameron taking that early first round. You know, the coach is really like long-winded in his instructions. Like, just tell her, I want more jabs this round, less power punches. Just say it like that. Like he's taken like 45 seconds to say exactly what I just said there. Anyway, it is what it is. Round number 2 underway between Chantal Cameron and Melissa Hernandez for the WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World female fights. Well, now obviously we're going to see a lot more jabs this round because that's exactly what the coach wanted from Chantal Cameron. But you see, she's getting caught now because she isn't throwing that right hand, which kept Melissa Hernandez at bay in the beginning.
Interesting. She's back there looking very good, although Hernandez did get her with a shot there a few moments ago. And Hernandez didn't go right, but Jamie Moore in the corner of Cameron said, don't overcommit, looking for that big shot. Just as you're landing them, don't go overcommitting with power. I'd rather have 4 or 5 stinging jabs than you looping the right hand. Yeah, Hernandez was not impressed by Cameron's first minute.
There we go again. Nice stuff there. Good right hand there. There you go. So this Chantal Hernandez landing there. Chantal Hernandez. Can you believe I just said that? Chantal Cameron against Melissa, landing on Melissa Hernandez. Got a good combination of the two names. Come on, man. The right hand was working so effectively. Why tell her to start using the jab more? When the right hand, she was using the jab effectively enough to negate Hernandez, and then she would throw the right hand, and like taking away her right hand make no sense. Like I understand, like trying to get Chantal Cameron to jab more, right? I understand that, but like telling her to stop throwing right hands, like that's a bit ridiculous. Good left hook, good right hand. You see, those are the effective punches that Hernandez that will ultimately get Hernandez to there. That right hand there, so Hernandez won't respect unless the big punches are landed. You know, the jabs. I mean, anyone at this stage can be jab, 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 jab. But like jab, jab, effective right hand, left hook, you got to mix up your movements. So yeah, another round of the bag there. Chantal Cameron definitely winning the round. But I think that the corner instructions and round after the first round were particularly poor. Okay, that's a bit better instructions after this round. Timing the right hand, not wasting too much energy down the stretch. So they obviously rates Melissa Hernandez to be like a tough girl, someone that can take a few punches. Good. That right hand is super effective there from Chantal Cameron. Like, that's the shot that she should be banking on, though.
Hernandez is a former world champion, won the WBC featherweight title in 2012 against Elena.
There we go. Nice movement there. There, now Hernandez is starting to come into her own now. Little chopping hooks there.
One last chance for her to win a world title, perhaps. Cameron keeping her distance. I love seeing that. She doesn't fall off balance when she misses shots.
Nice right hand to the sternum there from Chantal Cameron.
Just like that. That got Hernandez off balance against the ropes.
Hernandez has always been backed up onto the ropes. So she takes the big shots and then she backs up onto the ropes. I mean, I think she's like one big shot away from hitting the canvas. Like, boom. Tough girl though. Why let her off the ropes like that? Like, she just backed up, literally ran from one ropes to the other. Like, why would you back up like that? I know the coach is like, reserve your energy, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, like, man, it's a fight. This is a world title fight, man. You don't see that shit. Switching to southpaw there temporarily with Chantal Cameron. And then back into the orthodox stance. See, those angles there, that's what makes her dangerous. No. I don't know. This fight's not getting me, eh? This fight is not capturing me. And this coach is encouraging her to go to points. I'm telling you right now, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Anyway, Melissa Hernandez losing all the rounds so far. I think that Chantal is 3 rounds up here.
Here's what I'm seeing with Cameron. Landing a good combination, has her opponent against the ropes, but she's still...
Chantal Cameron winning the fight. Look, 3 rounds in the bag. Like, when after watching the first round, I was actually surprised that it's actually reached this far. Like, Chantal Cameron has just let Melissa Hernandez into this fight. Completely let Hernandez back. Oh, this fight cannot take any longer, I swear. Like, Chantal Cameron, for the level that she supposedly is at, WBC World Female Champion, she should be putting away the likes of Melissa Hernandez at this point, as far as I'm concerned.
The smile is gone, the bouncing on her toes, the throwing the big bombs has slowed down. Melissa Hernandez.
Oh, there we go. Hernandez is down, as expected.
Where's that confidence? She's going to go out on her shield. You do know that.
So Hernandez got dropped there. She's kind of disputed it in her facial expression. She was like, no, I didn't get dropped. Like, you know that facial expression. Like, are you kidding me, man? Come on. Cameron putting the heat on here. This is exactly what we wanted to see as a spectator. But look, Hernandez is fighting back. She's throwing her own hammers. What does the referee keep getting involved for? Like, it doesn't make any sense why he avidly has to involve himself. Like, my man, you're on TV already. Relax.
Ooh, that left spot. Hernandez coming in.
Not convinced by the level of refereeing in this fight. Good right hand there, Chantal Cameron. Oh, big shots. Big shots. Melissa Hernandez feeling the heat there. Nah, come on. This fight's not going to go the distance. There's no ways this fight goes the distance. 4 rounds in the bag, all gone to Chantal Cameron. Plus the knockdown. Whether Hernandez liked it or not and will dispute it or not.
Here's a knockdown. That Cameron landed with a barrage of punches. That right hand behind the ear of Hernandez is what really caused the damage right here. Here we're going to see that right uppercut. A beautiful right uppercut. She stepped back. Boom.
That was good right uppercuts.
We knew she had a chance. We knew she could take a shot. But Chantal Cameron's falling right now.
All right. We're halfway through the female fight, the co-main events of the evening, before we get to the main event. Oh, goodness, man. Got up at 2:30. Been doing this live stream for 2 hours. And let's see. Let's see what happens now. Looks like Chantal Cameron will win this fight quite easily. I doubt again it goes to points, but again, let's see. Round number 5 out of 10. I know we're patiently waiting for the Linares versus Devin Haney fight.
Been doing this a long time. 41 years old. Not from age, it's the inactivity that's going to actually be the end of Melissa Hernandez here, because she can't break the distance with the pressure, taller, longer fighter. And that's when you need your legs. And with the inactivity and the age, it's just going to be too much for Hernandez to try to close.
Nice boxing there. I mean, Melissa Hernandez, nothing special, but I mean, like, she's at least trying to mix it up. I mean, age as well. Like, let's give it honest. She's like 41 years of age, so they like really scraped the barrel for the opponents on this fight. But I mean, there we go. She's managed to get Chantal Cameron to miss a few punches in this round. Looked a lot better in this round. She turned southpaw as Melissa Hernandez. Good right hand there from Chantal Cameron. Good left hook there. Chantal Cameron landing a right hand. Whoa. What? That was a bit of a harsh stoppage. I mean, I was hoping for a stoppage, but I mean, that was kind of a bad time. I told you, this referee is terrible. But what the hell was that?
Just as I was pointing out earlier, the referee came by and warned her if you take too many shots, I'm going to stop it. So I'm not surprised that the referee stepped in and stopped it, but I don't think that Hernandez was working enough.
Oh, the corner's really barraging the referee there. Yeah, I know that was a terrible stoppage, dude. To be honest with you, like, that was a terrible stoppage. Anyway, so the female world title fight has come to an end. Chantal Cameron retains her belt. Kind of, she was winning the fight anyway. Like, she was well ahead and like she was coasting to victory, but the referee stopped it like prematurely.
And I'm sure Chantal feels the same way. She doesn't want to win a fight when the crowd's booing. I think that's not your biggest moment. But she's really polished. I love the distance that she was keeping. She wasn't smothering the punches. The punch selection, that uppercut that hurt.
There we go. Right, so Chantal Cameron retains her title, and the next fight obviously is the fight that we all want to watch, is Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares, so we can start really drumming up that fight soon. Obviously, we're going to be listening to the post-fight interview of Chantal Cameron. Obviously, interesting to hear her thoughts after that controversial stoppage.
You can see her getting a significant fight in the next 6 months to a year. And I agree.
What do you mean that you can see her getting a significant fight? She's the WBC world champion. What else is more significant about that, huh?
That right hand is
Took that right hand. She was shocked. Oh, that was a bad stoppage.
of Hernandez. But again, the outcome was never in doubt. It was just how would this fight end? Chantel was winning it 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, to be fair, like, I mean, she was winning the fight, but I don't like seeing like a premature stoppage like that. I mean, honestly, like, I wasn't really excited by the fight. There was no real action happening, but I mean, still, like, an early stoppage is never fun.
Makes it official.
All right, so we're warming up into the main event happening soon. Obviously, the female fight has just concluded a premature stoppage, but yeah. The crowd's booing, but like they must surely be booing the referee and not the boxer, because the boxer was winning clean. Good fighter. Good fighter Chantal Cameron is. I wonder if they're going to come in the ring and do an interview with her now.
Would you give Cameron here tonight? That was a solid performance.
Yeah, man. Dude, like, honestly, I know you just said damn there, but like, I mean, damn. Like, that was a bit harsh, wasn't it? You watching the fight? Man, that's just... It's tough on someone that prepares for a fight for it just to be stopped like that. I mean, that was harsh. All right, can't wait now. Come on. Hopefully they don't take too long with the build up to get Haney and Linares in the ring. Probably not. I've been on the stream for long, man. Obviously, the first one was obviously getting there with the Azinga Fuzile. Man, this is super cool. Like, what a fight night. That was a knockdown. That one there. She can't complain about that. But she is going to obviously have a few words with the ref after the fight once the adrenaline is settled down. You know, I felt that the ref was getting involved way too much. Like, he wanted to be on the television. Like, he just wanted to be known. But with a stoppage like that, I'll be honest with you, like, the way he stopped that fight, like, I wouldn't be booking him into many more gigs. Oh, it looks like they didn't give her an interview, which is quite shitty. Maybe they're a bit pressed for time. I don't know.
The money woman in boxing right now, that's Katie Taylor. You know, I could see that fight being made because they're both world champions. They're both undefeated. They're both good for the sport. Be a great looking fight. I say bring it on. Let's look at tonight's fight card. 5 fights in all tonight.
Okay, 5 fights happened tonight. Let's have a look at it.
For the WBC Lightweight Championship, 4 of the fights tonight, 3 of the 4 fights tonight have ended by technical knockout. What will we see next? Our main event, right around the corner.
Let's have a look at BoxRec real quick. Yeah, okay, there we go. Watching this on DAZN. Who do you think will win between Haney and Linares? I'm going to put my neck on the line, and I'm going to say Devin Haney by unanimous points decision. Although I really like Jorge Linares, right? I still think that it's Devin Haney that wins that. What do you think? Because Linares is like one of my favorite fighters of all time, right? So it's like, it's a difficult one to say that he'd lose the fight, but I just think that momentum and career paths, trajectories suggest that like Haney's going to win the fight. What do you think? It'll be interesting to see what you think. Actually, in fact, anyone that's online right now that's listening, post your predictions for the fight. Looks like it's look. Obviously, I don't think it's like 100% attendance in the venue tonight. Like, I don't think they're allowed to have 100% because in Las Vegas, it's not like Texas. Like, I know Texas they can have like 100%, but Las Vegas still looks like they have like I think like 30% of the crowd, something like that. So again, if you're online now, write your predictions for tonight, and let's see who's right and who's wrong. I'm saying Haney by unanimous points decision.
Was supposed to be a massive fight, one of the biggest in boxing history, coming up later this year between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. An arbitrator, though, has determined that Wilder.
I think that Devin Haney will win, but Linares will be tough. Yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking too. Like, I don't like Linares won't be like an easy stepping stone like some fights. You know, like some guys might think that, but nah. Definitely not an easy fight. And you always know I'm on for these DAZN cards, so yeah, happy to be online. What is Eddie Hearn saying? Let's listen to Eddie Hearn real quick because the fight's about to come up now.
I think the likely scenario is the Alexander Usyk fight. When
talking about Anthony Joshua fighting Alexander Usyk next.
Can be reached, then all of a sudden that fight becomes the fight for AJ. It's his mandatory defense, and he wants to maintain those belts as he has done since he beat Vladimir Klitschko. He's consistently fought. Everybody's been told to fight.
Haney by points decision, yeah.
To fight by the governing bodies.
No one's gone for Linares. Very interesting, like that. No one has decided to
but you've mentioned other fighters
just go for to pick Linares for the win tonight.
Derail a Usyk fight.
Just the fact that once again we've been told who to fight. You know how negotiations go for that fight. AJ wants that fight. He knows it's his mandatory challenger. He's a great fighter. You know, he's a pound-for-pound star. Alexander Usyk, he's an undisputed cruiserweight world champion. So once again, when you look at the resume of Anthony Joshua and the fighters that he's consistently faced, once again, another top fighter on the resume.
You did an incredible amount of work to piece together the deal that was going to make Fury against Joshua. If everything goes well this summer, how easy or difficult will it be to piece that deal back together again before the end of the year?
Well, fool me once, won't fool me twice. So we'll have to see. I don't particularly trust people on their side. You know, for a long time, we were told we couldn't deliver that deal. The money wasn't there. It wouldn't happen in the summer. We ticked all those boxes. We got the deal in place. Both fighters were happy. But some people couldn't let that fight happen.
Just listening to Eddie Hearn speaking about AJ and Fury falling apart.
And that's what they've got. So we have to do what we have to
do. Before the main event, obviously.
Again, I wouldn't take anything that some parts of their team say is the truth now. So when they say they might want it in December, who knows? Right now, we got to focus on what would be a very difficult fight against Alexander Usyk, and the road to undisputed continues, having to come through these great fighters.
You have been understandably upset about the way things kind of fell apart. You've suggested that maybe top-ranked Tyson Fury didn't want that fight. The smell test says it's a little bit too conspiracy theory-ish because there's a lot of money on the table if Fury was going to fight AJ. How much do you believe that this was just bad luck, and how much do you believe it was intentional on their part?
I think it was pretty intentional. I'm not so sure Tyson Fury didn't want the fight. AJ felt that Fury never wanted the fight. I don't know. You know, I met with him in Vegas. I feel like he wanted the fight. You're right, there was a huge amount of money on the table for that fight. But people like Top Rank and Bob Arum, if you listen to what he said throughout the whole build-up to those negotiations with the side, they never spoke positively once about that fight. Oh, they won't come up with the money, there won't be a deal. We did it, but we couldn't get him in the ring. So right now, there's been too much talking about that fight for a long time. For 5 months, I worked as hard as I could. We did everything we could. But unfortunately, he wasn't the biggest time. So onwards and upwards.
All right, let's talk about a fight that is happening tonight here in Las Vegas. Devin Haney defending his 135-pound title. Your 5th fight with Devin Haney. You said this week this was the most nervous you've been about a fight. Why?
Well, because Jorge Linares is an incredible fighter. You know, he's on that previous pound-for-pound list. He's a 3-weight world champion. 4 times we've had fighters in a fight with Jorge Linares trying to defeat him, and I've never got the win. I've never been on the winning side yet. And 2 great fights with Crolla, fight of the year with Kevin Mitchell, really close fight with Luke Campbell. So for Devin Haney, we believe this is
helping
the future of boxing.
Is he Haney's coach?
Tremendous young fighter. But at the moment, there's a lot of hype because he hasn't boxed the elite fighters. Tonight he steps in a ring with an elite fighter. But that's when I believe you're going to see the very best of Devin Haney. This kid is very, very special. I think he's going to rule this city for a long time. Tonight we were allowed 5,000. We sold every single ticket available. You're going to see what I believe is the future star of world boxing. But this is a real fight. This could be a 50-50 fight. You know, but these are the fights that Devin Haney wants. Him and Bill Haney, Devin Haney Promotions, they want them all. He chased Vasily Lomachenko. He wants to fight Teofimo Lopez. Ryan Garcia wouldn't fight him. Tank, he wants to get in the ring with him. What a time for the division. And if he makes a statement tonight, we're going to come knocking all next week for all of those guys. But you can't look past Jorge Linares. This is a tremendous fight in a few minutes' time.
Last question. You said you want to see Devin Haney make a statement. So does it matter to you just that he wins, or is it how he wins?
I want him to win, you know, and in a fight like this, it just matters that you win. But the special fighters make a statement. And if he could make a statement against Jorge Linares, next week it makes my job a lot easier with the broadcasters, because they will be saying, we want Lopez against Haney. We want Haney against Garcia. And get your checkbook out and get ready to go, because if Devin makes a statement,
Okay, let's have this fight
we
now.
want the Bucks.
Enough
see that
talking,
fight
let's
coming
see
up next,
action.
guys. Throw it back to you.
All right, Eddie Hearn is ready. Devin Haney's ready. Jorge Linares is ready. But are you ready? Our main event is next.
I like watching this build up.
Linares hits harder than most in the division.
The cinematic videos.
World champion who is not to be taken lightly.
I feel like Devin Haney is the best lightweight in the world.
He's a boxer puncher. He likes to pick his shots, play from the outside. And ours still has a little extra. He's got that flashiness, those stick.
He gets hard and he gets fast.
What people need to understand is that this could be a nightmare fight for him.
The dream meets his nightmare. Very interesting.
The most famous road in the world.
All right, cool.
Las Vegas Strip.
Time to talk about everything that's happening. Yeah. So basically, we just watched the build up. Obviously, Eddie Hearn talking about his boxer Devin Haney, and he admitting that Jorge Linares will be a very tough fight for Devin Haney tonight. As we see, both guys will be coming out really soon. So that was really cool to obviously watch that, and obviously the build up to the fights as well. I think he is Haney's promoter. Yeah. Eddie Hearn. You mean trainer? You mean like Ben Davis is his trainer? Because it's interesting to see. Like, I'm very interested to see what role Ben Davis. I don't know. Is he the trainer of Devin Haney? Like, I didn't know that if that is the case. Because I thought like Ben Davis was located in the UK, and I know that like Devin Haney would definitely be based in the USA. There we go. Yeah, Ben Davison is the one catching pads for Devin, the Dream Haney.
Fighters don't necessarily jump other fighters. Oftentimes business gets in the way, but there's nobody out there running right now to get into the ring with Devin Haney. He is a great combination of speed and
wow. Let's see what happens here, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the fight is 5 minutes probably away. Let's see what happens, man. I'm super excited for this one. I don't know, Devin Haney, man. Like, this is the fight, man. If he wins by stoppage, he sends another message to this lightweight division. I need to, before I do the next live stream, I need to sleep more. Yes, Ben is his new trainer. Bill is managing Haney now. Okay. That's very interesting. So, like, do you know that if Ben has been, like, a full camp in the USA? Because I know he has his own, like, his own facilities in the UK. Still, though, I don't see Haney being Teofimo Lopez. That's exactly how I feel as well. Still feel like Teofimo is the man in the lightweight division. And then obviously you have like the usual guys. And then like, funny enough, like it's funny how like no one talks about Ryan Garcia anymore. Like, I don't get me wrong. I don't think he's in that conversation for the best in the division. Like, I don't. But like, he's kind of been like forgotten about for now, you know? Like, even as a contender. Let's see. Finally, the commentators are talking about the fights. That's obviously what we're going to see.
2 years old. Linares, 13 years. His elder. They're both 5'8", but it'll be Haney that has a 3-inch reach advantage. Here are the rules for tonight's world title bout. No standing 8 counts. No 3 knockdown rule. You cannot be saved by the bell in any round. And only the
Jorge Linares, 47-5. What a career he's had, hey? What a career. He pulled out of the fight recently because of mental health issues. Yeah, I remember that. Like, Ryan Garcia. Like, I need to do a pillow replacement. This floor is getting a bit hard. I remember him. I actually remember that happening. But like, but then like his opponent that he was supposed to fight got a fight, and then all of a sudden he was back in with like the opportunity. Apparently, like after his Figueroa, I think it was his name Figueroa. Got a fight, and then all of a sudden, like he was like, "No, I'm good. I'm back training again." Like that was weird to me. What's happening now? TheZone.com. Let me bring this thing closer, yeah? There we go. It should be better. Let's leave it like that. Come on, let's get these guys out there. My battery's not going to last forever. Yes, Ben has been there for a full camp. He's officially announced that he's a new trainer, bolstering, promoting, managing full time. Perfect. I mean, that's good. I mean, he obviously needs that, like a full team of guys around him. They're playing the national anthems. Is there a way? I need to see something real quick on my computer. Anyway, I'm not wondering if I should. Peeps, I'm gonna be back. Like they're playing national anthems. I'm gonna be back real quick. I actually need to go get the charger for the laptop. I just realized that we might be cutting out like into this fight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here to sing the national anthem for the United States of America, a very special guest, 9-time Grammy-nominated, multi-platinum recording star, please welcome, Time.
All right, I am back. Just plugging in the plug. All right. Is it charging yet? No. Yes, it's charging. Okay, we're good. I gotta be honest, I didn't really miss not seeing national anthems. To be honest, happy with that. Firmly in my PJs at this time of the morning. No one's gonna have time for suits. Mate. Thank goodness I missed the national anthems. Right, Michael Buffer in the ring. That's very interesting. It's very interesting because David Diamante's done the entire show, and all of a sudden Michael Buffer is now. Maybe it's just for Linares. Yeah, it should be just for Linares. Okay, this thing's sliding. I have to. Let me just sit like a normal human. This is a legend, Linares. It's a legend of the game. He's getting a nice entrance, yes. Jorge Linares. Hey, they showed that punch where he knocked down Vasil Lomachenko. Be nice if we could walk out anytime today. There he is there. Mr. Jorge Linares is now making his ring walk.
Will this be the last samurai's last stand here tonight? You can never doubt the honor and the courage of a samurai. You can never doubt the experience and the skill.
The last samurai. All right, guys. Jorge Linares has hit the ring. It's time to obviously see. The last fight he had was on the 14th, Valentine's Day, 2020, 14th of February. Well, let's see. I mean, that's a bold statement. Haney's a boy, I'm a man. Yeah, Linares had a good career. Oh, Michael Buffer is doing Haney as well. Man, like there's levels to this game, man. Michael Buffer is so good. Even with that little like moment there. Okay, Devin the Dream Haney is about to walk out to the ring now. Full on cinematic before these guys even, nice stuff from design, just to make them feel good and, have their highlight reels readily available. Here comes Devin Haney as he steps out from the entrance. No, this is where it gets exciting, Archer. Obviously, we want to see the big fights. I thought that like the Buatsi fight that we watched a couple weeks ago, like the bull was terrible, but like his fight was great. So, you know, this has been a bit of a stronger bull tonight. You know, considering the talent on display. But obviously, everyone wants to watch the main event. There's no secret that everyone wants to watch Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares. Last fight Devin Haney had was against Yuriokos Gamboa at the end of last year. So that's obviously good timing that he's back in the ring again. I think it obviously favors him being in the ring a lot sooner than Linares was.
This is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Lightweight Championship of the World. Live on the Zone and brought to you by Mr. Eddie Hearn from Passion Boxing USA.
Let me tell you something. I'm so excited about tonight. I'm so excited about, well, not tonight, this morning. Well, it's tonight there in the USA, but I mean this morning.
AutoZone, JD Sports, and MGM Resorts. This contest sanctioned by the Nevada.
It's good to hear Michael Bluff. I haven't heard him in a while. Anyway, the fight's about to get started. Whew.
At ringside, the three judges who will score this contest: Patricia Morris-Garman, Dave Moretti.
Well, again, all the judges from Nevada.
And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell,
Russell Mora.
third championship veteran referee of more than 80 fights, Russell Mora. And now the officials are in place and they are ready. The fighters are in the ring and they are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, let's get ready to rock.
Yes, boy. Michael Buffer. No, I didn't watch the celebrity fights, bro. Like, I didn't watch the Van Coke fight and stuff. Like, tonight I was just, I didn't watch any boxing yesterday, to be honest with you. What did you think of the tournament? Was it any good?
With 5 defeats, he's a 3-time, 3-division world champion. Fighting out of Baranitas, Venezuela, the challenger, former featherweight, former super featherweight, former lightweight world champion, El Niño de Oro, Jorge.
Linares, I was just getting called out now. Swaff looks very nervous, but I mean, this is a big fight for both guys. I mean, even at this stage, Linares has been in with some serious opposition, but still, like the stage is still huge, considering that like Devin Haney is a WBC world champion. Like Linares, I mean, if he wins this fight, I mean, that's serious credit to him. But I haven't seen anyone that said that Linares will win this fight. So like, no one's willing to stick their neck on the line and say that they feel like Linares wins this one. I think the obvious choice is obviously Devin Haney, but they're reading him out now. So let's see. Like the fight will start in like about 2 minutes time.
Centering, gentlemen. Trunks here, a little high, trunks here, a little high. We're going to let you look the top of the down line. Down there.
Was basically the Afrikaans version of Triller. Oh my word. Yeah, basically. That's pretty cool though. I mean, it's cool that they put on an event to see like they got like a lot of like flack on social media for that. So like I've seen like a couple people that say why they're crowds, you know, all those sort of things where it's like, who cares at this point, like, you know. Anyway, Jorge Linares versus Devin Haney about to get underway. Come on, referee. Can you hurry up, ref? What is this referee doing? Is he like a he's like a bird? Okay, let's go. Round number 1 underway. Devin Haney and Jorge Linares meeting in the middle of the ring. First punch thrown by Devin Haney. First punch landed though by Jorge Linares. Man. Linares were sporting those Venom gloves, and Devin Haney sporting those Grants. Oh, good work there. Good work there from Devin Haney. Just see the levels of boxing. This is so like relieving to see when you see top operators get in the ring. Nice little jab to the body there from Devin the Dream Haney. Good right hand to the body there as well. Good left. Oh, I mean, he's landing there early. He's setting the pace nice and early as Devin Haney. Good stuff there. Oh, nice. Linares returning with his own jab to the body. Nice stuff there. Good right hook to the body there from Devin Haney. Again, round number 1. Guys just feeding each other out at this stage. Oh, good check left hook there from Jorge Linares, I should rather say. Oh, there you go. One jab for one. Nice jab to the body. Nice touch up there from Devin Haney. Return there from Linares. Good jabs there. I mean, he's worked his jab really nicely in the beginning as Devin Haney's range. He's gauged it really well in the beginning. Hate it when they compare fighters like that, man. But yeah, it's true. Good right hook to the body there from Devin Haney. Good stuff there again. Good right hook to the body. But Devin Haney's learning that jab quite easily in the onset. Round 1, I'm going to score it. I think it's quite a clear round that Devin Haney won. Interesting hearing what the corner of Devin Haney has to say to him. I like just to listen to the corner instructions to see what they have to say. All right, round number 2 underway. Let's have a look and see what round number 1 definitely had Devin Haney winning round number 1. So yeah, let's see what happens in this run. Wow, good clean punches there from Devin Haney. It's really like Linares has been struggling like early. Jeez. Good uppercut there, Devin Haney. Good uppercut there. Good chopping uppercut there. Oh, what the referee? Come on. There was nothing in it. Let's get on with it. Mate. Can't help but wonder if that was Garcia's left hook. Man, what are you guys thinking of this work from Devin Haney? I think this is the best I know it's like we're literally in round number 2, but this is probably the best work he's ever done. I think Ben Davison's really sharpened him up. Yeah, Linares is not being given the opportunity yet to get the timing right because Devin Haney is gauging the distance. He's getting the right punches in. It's oh, my word, those crisp right hands. Oh, good work. Good work, Devin Haney. Good work. The crowd's going crazy. I mean, there isn't a full capacity, but they're going crazy. Good body shot there from Devin Haney. Good left hook to the body. Connecting well. Go, my word. Yeah, Haney's looking sharp, man. He's looking very sharp, man. This is like, I swear this is the best he's, I mean, it's only been 2 rounds, but this is definitely the best he's ever looked. There we go. 2 rounds in the bag. I'm interested to see if they're going to tell us what Linares' corner is saying, if they speak English or not. No, they don't speak English. They're speaking Spanish to him. Yeah, he's already got a little bit of swelling from what I've seen. All right, cool. Round number 3 is about to get underway. Round number 2, I think 2 rounds in the bag yet for Devin Haney. Quite easy to score this fight so far. 2 rounds in the bag. Definitely Devin Haney. So going into round number 3, two rounds up for Haney. Yeah, Linares is looking a bit shy to throw his punches as well. Every time he wants to throw something, Devin Haney's getting up in his face, confusing him. Can't wait for full crowds to be back, all around the world, so we can get the true impact of big fights. Oh, nice shot there for Devin Haney. Made Linares miss quite badly as well. He's making Linares miss often now. It's frustrating Linares. Yeah, man. But you know what? Do you know what I have noticed about Linares? I don't know if you guys follow like Linares' career, but he's not doing side to side movements. Like usually Linares is like he's moving with his legs and he's going side to side. He's not doing that anymore. He's kind of just like upright like this, and like it's not like him.
Davison in the lower corner, the trainer, Josh Haney assisting Haney. Devin said he's in some ways a different fighter because of the experience of working with Ben Davison. Ben Davison is red hot trainer right now. Haney
Oh, good left hook. Gee, I've just started watching this fight and I'm just thinking like how I've seen Devin Haney leveling up. Like my opinion of Devin Haney has changed in this fight, man. Like overall, like he could give Tiafimo a good fight, man. Like I didn't think so before this fight, but like watching what I've seen now, like I think it'll be a very hard fight for Tiafimo Lopez. Good stuff there, good stuff. He's just landing like accordingly, like as Devin Haney on the march. Like there you go, jab. If I had to call it every one of his punches, I wouldn't stop talking. Like he's landing very often. Linares, has he aged in this fight? Like, has he been in too many wars, man? He's not doing his side to side or anything like that. Like, usually I'm used to Linares doing side to side movements, but like no side to side movements. Let's see what's happening. Oh, it says listed down that Ben Davison is an assistant trainer.
What I'm talking about, where Haney always thinking 2 steps ahead. Throwing the right hook, knowing something's coming in return, pulling back. Usually that's a no-no in boxing, pulling back with your chin in the air.
Anyway, we go on. There's 3 rounds in the bag for Mr. Devin Haney. Round number 4 about to kick off. Let's see what happens.
So where does Jorge Linares go from here? I think he's doing the right job, trying to get inside, throwing the right punches, just 2 steps ahead. The sharper, younger, faster champion. I think he's going to get closer to Haney to throw that short right. That's his best weapon. He's one off the distance. He's trying to get close. He's trying to break that distance. Linares is actually putting pressure on Haney, which is what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, but Linares' pressure is not great though. Like he's putting on pressure, but it's aimless pressure. There is no cutting, there is no like real bullying because Devin Haney's got the punching power to keep it. But good left hook there from Linares. He's dangerous though. Like that's the thing is like I know we're speaking about him like he's like on his last legs, but I mean like the prime Linares would have given Devin Haney a lot of trouble. Might have even beaten Haney, prime Linares, that is. But yeah, as things are. Why does this happen in boxing? Like, we all know that Linares is around the same talent level as Haney, but he's getting dominated. Does this come down to strategy or coach or training camp? Honestly, I think it's come down to, like, his fight years. Like, he's been around for a very long time, and, like, he's taken a lot of damage. He's also been out the ring for a lot longer than Devin Haney has. And, like, I mean, his longevity in the game. Linares has been, it's like 52 fights now. And, like, Devin Haney is a fresh 25-0, you know? Like, he's got youth on his side. He's only 22 years of age. I honestly think that it's a lot of this result is age. And I do think that while Linares has reached his level, like, Haney's still, like, going up in level, you know? Good stuff, this. Oh, getting under the shots nicely. Good left hook up to the top there. It's dangerous, eh? Haney's got dangerous all of a sudden. Oh, good jabs, man. And then Linares coming out of the zone. Oh, good shot there from Linares. Oh, goodness. 20 seconds left in round number 4. Good check left hook. Coming up on the inside there. Gee, man. Like, that's the thing is, like, Linares can still present the dangers. Yep, end of round 4. I've got 4 rounds in the bag for Devin Haney. I don't think you can dispute that. Interesting listening to Bill Haney in the corner of Devin Haney talking. Linares, you see those angles there? That was good. All right, round number 5 underway. Devin Haney, Jorge Linares. So far, 4 rounds in the bag for Devin Haney. Nice little pop jab to the body there from Devin Haney.
In favor of Devin Haney. Dominated the first 3 with his jab. Linares had more success in that 4th round, closing the distance and landing some of his power shots. The back was a close round as well. So it's good signs of the fight for Devin Haney. Linares still looking for that.
Oh my goodness. For what it's worth, Linares fights always, yeah. It's true. Linares is never in a dull fight. Like, even now, like, he's landing these shots, like, and Devin Haney is definitely feeling them. He said between rounds that he's not feeling them, but he's feeling them. The truth of the matter is it's going to be hard to stop Linares. You know, even though Devin Haney's landing the way he is, like stopping Linares would be quite a statement, wouldn't it? Could this be the round that Linares comes back in? Oh, that's right. Actually, Lomachenko stopped him. You're right. All Linares' losses have come by knockout. Jeez, Haney's already thrown a lot of punches. Man, I'm just admiring and watching how Devin Haney has leveled up in this like contest. You know, like in his entirety, he's leveled up. Like, come on, like the big fights have got to happen after this. Oh, good shot there from Linares, actually. Oh, good shots from both guys there. But it looks like Devin Haney got the better of that exchange. Although, again, 2 left hooks. Left hook for left hook. That's a little jab to the body there still. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I'm just watching this biasly now because like I'm just seeing Devin Haney winning every round. I know that the commentator gave Linares the last round, but only that round. So I don't know. Like I'm watching Devin Haney like winning every round here, to be honest, and looking convincing. Yeah, you see, I don't know. Linares is like, I mean, the scar tissue and stuff that they worry about that because I can see they're working on it. You know, because he's got that existing like scar tissue that's ripped up previously.
Landing those sharp punches, the guy the money punch of Linares in the building since the first round. Is that left hook finally in London?
Oh, good uppercut there from Devin Haney. And then great body work there from Linares, and a sharp right hand actually from Linares there. Uppercut though from Devin Haney.
Significantly more than Haney's previous few fights.
This referee's irritating, eh? Like, why does he have to push them so far away from each other? They want to fight, man. This is what they signed a contract to do. Oh, good left hook there, it's like a left uppercut hook, like hot met at a certain angle there. It looked like it could be either shot. Yeah, this referee's now getting too involved, eh? Sure. It's a workout, man. Ooh, I'm just seeing bad things happening to Linares at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. Like, do you think that Linares has a chance of coming back into this one? Like, do you see him? Like, do you see any obvious signs that he comes back and wins this fight? Because, like, at the moment, I don't see it. Like, I do see him getting stronger. Like, but like, I don't see him getting strong to the point that he's gonna come back and like beat Devin Haney. Oh, these shots are starting to come through really hard now. Devin Haney, boy, it's teaching like a new level to what I thought he had. Wow. Now still a jab to the body there from Devin Haney. Still keeping Linares. Oh, good left hook there from Linares. Yeah, okay, Linares' game. Linares' game. I saw that. Did he knock down Loma? So nothing is. Yeah, look, that's the thing. And like we assume that Lomachenko was coasting too, right? 5,000 tickets. So 5,000 people in the arena tonight. I mean, that's not bad. Obviously, not like MGM, and but they only wanted so many people to attend an event, so it's good. Soon, hopefully, we'll get full crowds back again. Right, round number 7 is about to get underway. I don't know if you guys heard that. Like, Devin Haney turned pro, Linares turned pro 1 month after Devin Haney's 4th birthday. So we got the last 5 rounds here. Linares looks like he's getting stronger. I mean, he is actually getting stronger. Let's give him some credit. Like, that last round is probably his best round of the fight. Like, 100% his best round of the fight. So Haney is mixing it up, which is surprising me because I didn't expect him to try and mix it up with Linares. Yeah, I definitely see Linares having to, like, feeling the pressure to get the knockout at this stage because, like, it isn't just coming naturally. Like, he has to work for it. You know, like, Devin Haney is very elusive. Ooh, nice. Okay, but he missed it, though, actually, to be fair. Like, that actually missed. It was, if it landed, it would have been nuts out. Like, I think for the good of boxing, Devin Haney needs to win this fight. I don't know what you guys think, but I think for the good of boxing, Devin Haney has to win this fight.
Strong words from the Latin Snake, former junior champion of the world. Going on left hand there. But Haney is settled into a more pocket presence here against the hard-hitting Linares.
Oh, good left hook to the body there.
We wanted to see a different look from Haney. He's showing it to us. He's not all boxing on the back foot. He's showing us being tough, coming forward, fighting on the inside.
Oh, good right hand there, Devin Haney.
Commitment to the body. So he's become a much better body puncher over these last 4 years. And you look back at his fight against Juan Carlos Burgos in 2018, he threw on body shots. They increased significantly over the last few years.
Nice stuff there. That was after the bell, but luckily Linares slipped that shot. 135, yeah. So there's a couple of guys coming up as well, like just under the world champions. So there are options. I mean, Azinga Fuzile is a super featherweight, right? But we saw him doing really well against Martin Ward this evening. He looked highly impressive, probably the best fighter on the tournament. What if other high-level boxers like Tank and Teofimo refuse to fight home because of this performance? Yeah, that's also interesting. Do you know what might happen? They might have to turn to the Lomachenko fight. You know, basically, which is obviously an extremely difficult fight for Devin Haney. They would definitely won't want to take this fight. I'm thinking about that too, and I've been thinking about it as this performance has gone on and on. Like, obviously, good left hook there from Devin Haney. Obviously, like, Ryan Garcia doesn't want to fight Devin Haney because he knows something about Devin Haney that's dangerous. And obviously, like, he wants to remain undefeated. They all want to remain undefeated, you know? And they all are undefeated, except for Lomachenko. But the other 4 are undefeated. Ooh, this is really good boxing from Devin Haney. Oh, brilliantly set up for that left hook there. Yeah, but Linares is getting beaten here by Devin Haney. Like, say it like we want. Devin Haney has come to fight tonight. He is extremely ready. I'm going to be interested to see what Eddie Hearn wants to do with him next. You know, that's a question I've been asking myself. Like, does Teofimo beat Lomachenko again? Like, we obviously know that Lomachenko had his injury problems. But Teofimo is riding the wave. Like, ever since that Lomachenko win, like, he's made it like his own, you know. I can't wait for this Kambosos fight. I think he'll stop Kambosos in the late rounds, but I think Teofimo versus the Kambosos is going to be a good fight. I don't know about Loma Teofimo too. I think Loma's always in with a chance, but you never know. Like, if Loma loses again, like, I mean, it's just not going to be a good reflection.
So Wiley Veteran, there you go, still looking. A little bit slow, a little bit behind, but he's looking over that.
But let's see how Loma firstly, let's see how Loma goes against Nakatani.
But he's definitely worn down as we near the end of the game.
As soon as that body shot, if you remember, that's when Lomachenko knocked out Linares. Linares having success, especially with that right hand, dropping Lomachenko. There's a soft spot. Two-time champion Linares downstairs.
Good stuff. Good body work from Devin Haney. Oh, good stuff that. Oh, some after the bell stuff. Do I see a little cut on Linares? Or not? Yeah, a little cut on the eyelid, on the right eyelid of Jorge Linares. Haney is probably going to fight the winner of Fortuna versus Diaz Jr. next. Let me think about that. Yeah, because Fortuna is the guy that, sorry, who was I saying earlier? But Fortuna is the guy that Ryan Garcia was supposed to fight. So, yeah, I mean, if that's going to happen, then, yeah, I mean, good. I mean, Ryan Garcia was running away from Fortuna. Obviously, he said he had some, like, mental health problems, but, like, funny enough, like, just talking about that, like, I mean, straight after that, Fortuna got announced to fight this fight, all of a sudden Ryan Garcia got back into the gym. Was very suspicious. Round number 9 underway. We got Devin the Dream Haney against Jorge Linares. Maybe we could give Linares 1 or 2 rounds, but that's at most. Devin Haney has pretty much won most of them. In fact, the commentary team at DAZN give Linares 1 round. Good work there from Linares. He threw about 6 punches combination there. I think only 1 punch landed, but still, like, his intent is being shown now. Yeah, he's definitely been worn down. Hey, but he's always game. Jorge Linares is always a game fighter. Man. This referee's trying to push them back too far. I don't understand his... Let them fight. Good stuff there. Good left hook.
The old magician Linares goes back one more time and find a way somehow to change the direction of this fight.
Oh, good left hook there. Oh, but there goes Linares with his own left hook there that caused some damage. Hey, Haney can take a shot, eh? Like, he's shown me tonight that he can take a shot, can Devin Haney. Because Linares has cracked him a few good shots. I'm not saying he's like landed on him all night, but he's hit him with a few good ones. Good body work there. Good left hook there. Devin Haney. I'm not saying who. Devin Haney with a good left hook there. And again, just repeating the work upstairs from Devin Haney there. Just a continual onslaught, both to the body and to the head. Like he's mixing it up nicely. Round number 9. 15 seconds left of round number 9. 10 seconds now. Ooh, gotta be careful. Linares is still dangerous for Devin Haney. Like, it's still dangerous. Just gotta be so careful. Like, some of those left hooks could be the damage.
after that. No better than it. Got Haney pulling back right there.
There, that left hook there made him stumble there. The Linares connected the left hook there. We're just watching the highlights package from the previous round. Are people allowed to buy tickets to those Boyson Hall events or only televised? At the moment, it's only televised. Yeah, we're going to have to wait. I heard the president's making a speech soon, which might even make it worse. But yeah, at the moment, the Boyson Halls events are closed. But we're hoping to be back sometime maybe in September to do the fights again. I think Haney is the most athletic and talented out of the top young guys. I think the question's always going to be like, obviously, okay, so Gervonta Davis is not athletic, you know, he blows up between fights. You're right. So I think Devin Haney is a true athlete. He's always like Floyd, you know, like Floyd was always in shape, always had a six pack all year round. You know, I got to agree with that. I think that you're correct in that analysis.
Down to the canvas. In fact, one judge had him winning that fight when it was stopped after Lomachenko got the TKO wrist. There is the father of Devin, that's Bill Haney.
Teofimo. Yeah, Teofimo is another good shot for athletic ability. I don't know. The fight to make is definitely Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. That's the one that everyone, I think, wants to see now after this performance. There'll always be talks, but let's see what Eddie Hearn has to say after this, because he's the man that ultimately makes the fights for Devin Haney. He promotes. He's got to promote his guy, you know, and I think he's done a great job by putting him in against Linares, who's obviously a previously sensational fighter. So like this looks great on the resume.
Shot. Linares has red belts all over his body right now. The face has stood up. The whole scar tissue has held up for Linares. Linares holding his elbows a little bit too wide. Back up. How aggressive would you be here, Sergio, if you're Haney to get that electrifying knockout when it did it? And listen, man.
This is. Yeah, that's true. He is actually avidly trying to stop Linares. I want to see that shot. I was actually looking down at that stage. I was looking at my phone at that stage when Devin Haney apparently got wobbled. Come on, shorts. Let's have a look. Come on, they didn't show it. Ooh, that made him stagger. Wow, that was actually a good punch there from Linares that staggered Haney. Laney's, what the hell's happening here? Okay, no, concentrate, Hayden. These are going to be a last two rounds here. Oh my word. Double left hook Linares. Never write this man off. Ah, stop holding, man. Come on, man. That's bullshit. Is he still feeling that? What? Yeah, Haney's holding on a lot. The referee's got to have a look at that. What the hell? And Haney was looking I mean, he has had an excellent fight. But Linares has come back here. It's insane. Ooh. Yeah, because Haney's not throwing as many punches this round. This is definitely a Linares round. Damn. Okay, well, this round's kind of quietened down. I mean, Linares is not taking his chances. Like if he had Haney hurt, he's now let him off the hook. There we go. Damn, that was a Linares round for sure. Man, oh man. If this is a 15-round fight, I mean, it could be different, right? That's the truth of the matter. Let's have a look at that. Oh, there's a good left hook there. Last round. Okay, last round. Last round. Let's do this. Yeah, it could be literally missed. I think it is a missed opportunity for Linares there. It's not to capitalize. You know, he lets Haney hold on for too long, and I think Haney's fully recovered at this point. Looks like Devin Haney is basically he knows he's up on the scorecards. He's gonna mix it up like there. He's gonna throw in good left hook, right hand. But I don't think he's gonna look to be too eccentric this round. Good left uppercut there from Devin Haney, and then obviously slip after that. Okay, so 1 minute and 15 seconds left of this fight. If Devin Haney hangs on, he should win quite a wide unanimous decision. One minute to go, barring Linares' scorcher of a right hand or something like that. There's the right hand. Oh, good stiff jab there. Yeah, nothing Linares can do now. 10 seconds to go. Thanks, obviously, guys, for tuning in and hitting that like button. I really do appreciate the love and support of obviously having a chat. And I see a couple of you guys always online, so I really do appreciate the chats. And we get up for these mornings and we chill together. Yeah, maybe. What is Linares basically saying on the ropes there? I think Linares got that pretty easy, though. I mean, I think Devin Haney won that fight pretty easy. I think Linares won the last round as well. Interesting to see what Linares and Haney are saying. What? I'm just looking at the highlights of the punches. Yeah, he definitely. I think that's why I think that the last 2 rounds, I'd comfortably give to Linares, like the last 2 rounds. And then 1 round, I think it was like round 4, we could have given to Linares. So, like, I wouldn't be upset with 118, 110, or even 117, 111. But I'd probably be happier if it was 118, 110. I think 118, 110 would be a fairer reflection of the fight because I thought Devin Haney did dominate the most, for the most of it.
Patricia Morris-Jarman, she has been judging fights since 1985, championship fights since 86. A couple of questionable goals in her career. Danielle Quigley's light heavyweight title rematch against David Shumenov, 117, 111 for Shumenov was one of them. That was a fight most people believe can't be a one.
So yeah, I mean, how much has Ben Davison played in the impact of Haney's performance today? Like, I mean, is it too soon? Is it like, you know, because it's just a recent move, like he's looking fresh, like, do we have to judge it over a longer period of time, like his impact? It's time to hear the scorecards from Michael Buffer for the main event of the evening, Haney versus Linares. Let me put up the volume so I don't have to repeat it.
We go to the scorecards after 12 rounds. Steve Weisfeld and Patricia Morris-Jarman both have it 116, 112.
116,
Dave
112.
Marletti scores it 115, 113.
What?
The winner by unanimous decision. Still undefeated.
116, 112, and 115, 113. Those are close. We'll listen to the post.
Devin, the Dream Haney. Well, Sergio, those scorecards are maybe a little closer than I thought they'd be, but it was a fantastic fight, no doubt about it.
It was a fantastic fight because we saw two high-skilled.
All right, guys, I'm gonna call it now. I've got actually a long day today coming up, but I'd like to say thank you to everybody for obviously coming in as usual. Much appreciated. Haney would likely fight more defensive, yeah, against other top dudes. True that. Guys, again, thank you so much for coming in. I've got to say goodbye now. I will watch this last bit, but I'm probably going to be heading straight back to sleep after this one. So, yeah, keep well. Shot, always. And thanks for always coming online. I really appreciate the comments and obviously watching the channel. I really do appreciate that. All right, guys, my final goodbye. See you soon.